close-in suburbs around it.
We should be
And then
switching,
as you
so
drive
let's
out,
move it over to
used to be
this.
farm country.
Oh,
Now you see the homes lined up.
I'm gonna
Right?
erase.
People moving further out because that's the only place they can afford a home.
I'm gonna delete
That's
this
places
tab
like
just in
Berks
case
County,
we.
Pennsylvania.
Well, there's no pertinent
Half the vote
information
count,
there,
a
is
little
there?
bit shy of that right now, 51 to 48. Right? Let's go back in time. That was a 53% county for Donald Trump in 2020
So we want to stick
when
with
he lost
CNN for now?
Pennsylvania, and it was a 53% county in 2016 when he won Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So if you're the vice president of the United States, you're keeping an eye on this one. If you can keep this blue, your
Just
chances to
toss
win
it
the Commonwealth
if you want.
are improved
Or-
dramatically.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
spent a lot of time there. Over
Oh,
the
wait,
last
hold
year.
on.
It is
It's black.
interesting. Found a lot of Nikki Haley
Oh,
voters
no
there. A lot
way.
of
Well,
Republicans
we just got to fix it.
don't like
Let's
Donald
see if
Trump,
this one's
who were kind
black.
of tormented about voting for Trump or voting for Harris. So we'll keep an eye on that one there. Then you move out here. This is the number 2 in the Commonwealth of
that's
Pennsylvania.
working.
Allegheny County is Pittsburgh, and the suburbs around it, the labor vote.
Yeah,
the
how
blue-collar
are
vote.
we? How are
Smaller African
are we
American
cropped
population,
correctly?
but the urban vote, Democrats.
Because we haven't done it since.
Slippage here in 2020, you see he's improved by about a point and a
check our
half here.
cropping.
Not
Maybe
major,
it's
but
really
this was a
awkward.
state that was decided by a fraction of a point in 2020, so any shift is
move me over a
significant.
little bit, yeah.
Barrow County almost all in. Again, Trump had slippage here in
Crop that
2020.
out, yeah.
A little bit more slippage here tonight for Trump. You can see Harris running a point and a half better than Biden did. Trump basically level with 2020. And you can take a look down here at Walton County. Again, this is the early vote in Walton County. Trump had slippage here in 2020. 49 points, believe it or not, was slippage for the Republican. Tonight, 46. This is the early vote. Again, same day. Does it get back to 49? Does it get back to 50?
You
That's
bet.
what Trump wants with
Yeah,
the
I'm good with
remaining
that.
vote there. I think we've got just about all of Douglas County in right now. And again, Douglas County, it's one of these
All right.
demographically.
I know if there's
it's
anybody in here yet,
fast-growing,
but welcome
it's
in if you are.
transforming politically.
Hello.
It's diversifying.
If you're, I mean,
Hello,
we
Jello.
are
You can see
recording
here,
audio, so for
Democrats,
anybody
it
listening to
looks
just
like
the
in
audio version,
Douglas
this
have
might be a
achieved
little
what
boring
they
for you,
want
but
to
we're
do
going to be
here. Biden
doing
won this
live
thing by
stream
25 points in
coverage of the election
2020.
all night,
Just
or at
about
least
all
until
in.
my
Now
wife
Harris
wants me
has
to
it north
go
of
to bed.
30 points.
So-
That is something Democrats
Don't mind
want
our
to see
show.
there.
Get the man.
So again, we zoom out statewide. It's a 6-point lead right now. We could also check in if you want. We could just take a look. We've got them marked off on here. I'll show you. This is, we were talking about this in North Carolina, same in Georgia. There's a lot of rural counties with large African-American populations, and the question for Democrats is, can they improve? They'd like to improve turnout-wise, vote performance-wise, obviously, relative to last time. So again, I think we showed you earlier, Baldwin's just about all in. This is a change. This was a blue county in 2020. It's flipped over to Trump. All the vote is in right now. Look, you can see here, Wilkes County, just about all the vote
it's
is in.
them chewing on
Trump by
something.
17.
okay.
Trump won this thing, by about
Holy
13
shit,
points
all
and
right.
change.
Well,
in
that's all right, 'cause, I mean,
2020.
this
So
is
we're
like-
seeing a bit.
Well, I mean, he's got
of what
pretty
we
much
saw in
most
North
of his-
Carolina. Randolph County, very small, but a lot of this is in right now. Biden won it by 9 in 2020.
All
It's
right,
sitting there
so
at
this
about
is what
8
you got,
points right
right?
now.
This is 20
What's left
oh,
to be
this is
reported out in
2020.
Randolph County
Wait.
is going to be
2020?
that same-day vote. We're seeing this in a fair
We're gonna
number
look
of
at
these
2020.
counties, too. It's a bit
All right, so
similar, I think,
2020
to what we're looking at to what we're
where's the-
seeing so far in North Carolina. Here's another one, very small, but again, this is a large black population, 19 points here in 2020. Tonight it's sitting at about 16 and a half with just about all the votes. And again, these slight differences in a state like Georgia
this
can
is
make
spicy?
all the difference.
Nachos?
Where of all
Nice.
these millions of votes, we expect about
Already
5 million
nachos.
votes.
Big one.
And in 2020, it was separated by
Spicy,
12,000
Not the
of
regular.
them. So again, if there's any
Okay.
slippage for Democrats
This is 2020.
here off that 2020 number in full, that's a very bad sign for them. And they are at right now. Harris is at
Kansas and
72.6.
Missouri
This is
for a pickup?
the biggest single county in Georgia. 72.6,
Illinois, Iowa?
72.6. If this number starts dropping
So this is
with the
2020.
remaining
This is
vote,
2020,
that
right?
remaining
This is
same-day
current.
vote to come in, even
there's a
though
whole
that
swath
looks
of,
like an enormous
Kansas, Missouri,
Democratic win, and
Illinois,
by
and
numbers
Iowa.
it is, it may not
Can you
be
turn this guy down
enormous
a little bit?
enough.
Yeah.
The Democrats don't want any slippage there.
I
So
would mute him for now. While we talk.
Something tells me that Ohio is just a solid red state now.
Yeah, I don't know how long it has been. I mean, look, in 2020 it went, deep red for, I wish this had percentages, but there was recent polling that came out of Iowa. Like, did you hear this? Did you see this news article? It was like the day before the election or the weekend or something.
That's right. That's like
That Iowa swept for Harris, and like it was a Trump state that now is was up like double digits or something for Harris, but it was only one poll. But it was a respected poll, so there's they're optimistic, and it was just, I guess it comes down to women. Like, the women in Iowa are really going to carry that. I can't see dick all. I'm so old.
Just increase them. There you go.
There we go. So like in Iowa right now. Oop,
Do
Iowa.
they see us while we're doing?
Yeah, it looks like
Rick Scott.
this for the stream. But if you want to pull it up on your phone, just double check.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's right there. I'm stupid.
Yeah. All good.
It's been a long fucking. Last week, bro, 65 hours.
You work 65 hours?
Mm-hmm.
That's too much to work, man. That's too much for one man to work.
Luckily, I'm the size of two.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we also got to remember too, it's not just the presidential candidates. I mean, the House is up for grabs tonight. The Senate is up for
That's
grabs
right.
tonight.
Are there any cool initiatives that are coming through? Any states legalizing marijuana?
Oh, not that I've seen for outer states, and everything for Washington was kind of like meh. I mean, some of it was important, but none of it was like.
Everything for Washington was like legit repealing certain laws.
Yeah, so you just had to vote no on everything.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm all for Texas. I know. Want to watch some coverage for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so here it is. Right now in Pennsylvania, she's up by 2,000 votes. Oh, sorry, these are county by county.
Yeah. Damn, she only got 145 votes in one county. There's like nobody in that county then, huh?
Yeah, I guess not. I wish I could watch CNN, but I forgot like how to change that, fix the codec thing.
This music. And that's 80% in.
For what, Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
For that county or for?
I'm not sure. That's just what it says.
I think that's just that county, Lackawanna County. That's the county from The Office. Scranton, Scranton.
Yeah. Lackawanna. That's got to be like native or something.
Oh, I would imagine, yeah.
The crunch has probably got to be unreal for you guys right now.
Yeah. Good call on the mixed tortilla chip, spicy Dorito chip.
Like, if one gets too much, you switch to the other. If I'm gonna hit 300 subscribers, 302 now.
Oh,
Right.
I saw that.
We haven't been doing much, so it's just been a rough couple weeks, man. Few weeks. How's that fucking class going for you?
Dude, grad school sucks.
How much do you have left of your semester? Quarter?
The semester, hold on 1 second. Open Firefox, click general. Wait. If you see performance,
There it is. Are you supposed to click on that?
there it is. Use hardware acceleration. I think that's the thing stopping this from working. From HBO working.
Well, let's take a look now.
Nope.
Well,
Okay.
what's the next one?
I'll keep looking. This one works.
This fucking music, bro.
Yeah, let me mute that. Yeah. It's just fucking like lobby music while nothing happens. So they know they're live. If somebody told them they're live.
We're marching off to war. All right, so commercial.
Maria Cantwell, dude.
Maria Kenwell. Cantwell. Oh, just practicing my dad jokes, you know. Never too late to start. God damn, bro.
Well-
Fucking Virginia looks red as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not a swing state, so.
Bro, I was looking at some at some positions like in like on the ballot, and there's just nobody running.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, and there was a position where there's just a Republican running.
For what position?
I can't remember, but it was like for the county.
Oh, you're in a different county though, right? You're not in King
Yeah.
County.
I'm not gonna dox myself since nobody knows what county I'm in yet.
Sure.
Um,
People know what county I'm in.
Yeah.
King County.
but I mean that's a very big place, you know.
Yeah.
But I would
Well, I've
just,
also
like,
said I live in Seattle, so
Yeah.
there's no point in
but
hiding
there's
it.
like some Republicans just running by themselves, and I'm thinking, I'm like,
Yeah, there's always like that, especially in places like that.
yeah, I know, but I'm like, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, if there's no Democrats running, I'm like, what? Why not like as like PSL or some of these other groups like Green Party? Why not run like delegates in those places, man?
Probably because
It's not like you need that much money to. For
no,
those
but I
places.
mean, like, why would PSL want to be a comptroller in like Sonoma County, Washington, or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, why do they want to be like a random administrator in like city council or city hall?
Or just it could be because you change shit.
Well,
You have influence, but also it gets the name out there. I think for me, what I keep like pushing people to understand is like, it's not about how controlling that position as a socialist party. It's about exposing the party, exposing socialism, giving the opportunity to get the name out, the party's name out. You know, nobody's gonna vote for you or nobody's gonna back you if they don't know who you are. But the more you expose your name, this person is part of the PSL, this person is part of CPUSA, this person's blah blah blah, this person blah blah blah. The more and more you do that, the more exposure you have, right? And if the more exposure you have, the more people that go follow you on Instagram, the more people do this, and then you if you're gonna do this, like, you know, the charade of so-called liberal democracy, do it right. You know what I mean? Don't use your like. What I don't understand is like the Green Party constantly goes through the fucking presidential campaign for Jill Stein. I never see any of the candidates on anything else.
yeah, and I also saw really interesting because like people support Jill Stein, and like there's nothing wrong with that. I think you should support Claudia and Karina, but whatever. But somebody did raise an interesting point. I forget whose Instagram posted it. It was like Jill Stein only shows up for every 4 years for a presidential race, and like the Green Party is nowhere to be seen for like any type of mutual aid or on the ground activism or like anything really.
The map that shows.
And like they're kind of not wrong. So like I don't know, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it would be cooler if like Jill Stein kind of showed up. Sorry, you talk. I'm doing something.
Well, yeah, like
You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean, and but that's like my whole point is just like you would have way more recognition and way more power as a party if you just occasionally ran some candidates in certain fucking districts. Find out what districts hate both Harris and Trump, and put Green Party. There we go.
Fixed it.
All right. Find out what counties have congressmen running that have both Republicans and Democrats, and that hate both Republicans and Democrats, right?
Yeah.
And then run in those fucking counties.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad idea if there's the manpower and the money to do it. Because even like a small local place like that still is kind of not nothing as far as
Ground in
money
2020
goes,
still
you know?
one.
Use the money to run for the fucking federal campaign. For
Washington.
presidency and just run these small campaigns.
Yeah.
You slowly pick at a time. Maybe this time there's only going to be 2 Congress people from the Green Party. But the next election you have like 7 or 8. The next election you might have 40. Right? And that's how if you're going to do it, it's going to take over, it's going to take 20 years. But you might be able to chip and get like 50, 60 Congress people and actually make some substance.
Yeah, have a little caucus going on.
Mm-hmm.
Actually get a little something, a little scratch going.
They almost had that going with like the Justice Democrats, like the fucking squad.
Yeah.
They kind of had that going, like they had their own sect of the Democrat Party,
Yeah, but
the
they all
Democratic
turn.
Party fucking corrupted them.
Yeah, they either crush them or they turn lib.
Yeah.
There's no dark mode by default. I'm not logged in, so this is just. All right, I switched over to this the Chrome. Chrome doesn't have that codec like encoder or hardware accelerator issue, so now we should be able to stream this. Okay, cool. So now we're good to go here. I don't know if you want to listen to any of this. Is this worth our time to listen to?
Sure, why not? Let's see what's going on.
This I'm gonna close down. This is Firefox.
The whole thing?
I guess. Well, I mean, there's no sense in streaming multiple things in the background. These are both streaming.
Yeah, these we could leave. It was also.
Yeah, but I mean, they're also already open on the Chrome.
Oh, okay then.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then it doesn't matter.
Oh, I don't have any ad blockers or anything on here, too. Dude. I can't tell if this close button is real or not. Am I getting fucking virused right now, dude?
No, dude.
Okay, so this... God, this is so bright. This bothers me. I wish there was a... Is there not a fucking,
There is.
the default dark mode, or do you have to download...
No, you should be able to. Dark theme, there you go.
Dude, shout out to Dark Theme. Shout out to... Wait, was that?
Yeah, there should be.
Oh my god. There we go. That's much easier on the eyes. Yeah, so I lost my train of thought, but I just had to re-put everything up on Google Chrome because Firefox was being a little turd about hardware acceleration encoders or something with the streaming software.
Nerd.
So I fixed it. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Let's do a little update. So are any of these okay. Florida is done.
Florida's
that's
just solidly red, man.
Yeah, North
It
Carolina.
used to be a swing, now it's not anymore.
North Carolina.
Well, what happens if we get Montana? If we hand Montana to Trump?
And it's what, 3? You mean Michigan, you mean?
Montana.
What's up in Montana? There's 3 electoral
I'm
votes.
saying, add up all the rest of them that are supposed to be, solid red.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna
Just go back. Go
yeah.
back and just go back or refresh the page.
Yeah. There it is.
So, what was it looking? How did the other map look?
This is current.
Yeah. Kansas, Colorado. Oh, yeah. Kansas is going to fold.
You think this is too early? You think this is gonna go Trump?
Oh, that's going to go Trump.
I mean, it's only 6,000 votes, less than.
Yeah, 43% reporting. I think it's going to slightly go to Trump. Missouri's going to go to Trump. Iowa, there's a chance. I saw the polling. What's Minnesota looking like?
17%, but only 1%.
Oh, 1% reporting. Okay, yeah,
that's way too early to tell. But Minnesota, excuse me. Minnesota's, I think, a red. Or a blue state. Well, it was.
It's a swing. It's a swing state.
Yeah, but aren't there a lot of, in addition to Michigan, aren't there a lot of Arab Americans in Minnesota, or is that just Michigan?
That's Michigan, and God, I know New York has a decent amount. I know there's a decent amount in Chicago. There's a good amount of Iraqis. Shout out to Iraqis, man. I love those people.
Oh, is Georgia called for? Oh, just kidding. That wasn't Georgia. I thought Georgia might have been called for Trump. I saw that. North Carolina's not called either.
It's going to be close, man. I think it's one of the closest elections we're going to have in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, we were looking at election stuff in one of my classes today. We were looking at the Reagan-Mondale 84 election where it was all but one state went to...
Was it Minnesota?
Minnesota. Went to Mondale. I don't know if that was his home state or not. Well, let's hear what they have to say, I guess.
So, yeah, let's go to Abby Phil at Harris Campaign.
And then they end up everybody hates Reagan.
On the campus of Howard University.
Trickle down economics, my ass.
Yeah, but he was fucking
Yeah,
popular,
Jake,
man.
this group here has been here for a little...
Earlier I was watching this. And they're like, the atmosphere, people are dead. There was a Congo line, across the entire place. People are so lively. I'm like, why are we talking about this, bro? Nobody go. You're just.
This isn't a sporting event, man.
Yeah.
Just fucking vote and go home.
People are literally.
The MSNBC.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what's going on?
You thought we? Let's see if we can get some comments on this.
Bro, what,
Bro's
what's going
running
on?
as administrator.
Oh my god! Wait, what? No.
MSNBC, get your shit.
Oh my god. Is he being serious right now? Did the holding crash on them or something?
No, man. MSNBC
Oh my god!
streams.
I'm gonna clip this so bad.
Dude, yeah. MSNBC streams having bigger problems than us, man.
Hold up, like they're putting a literal. Is that coding or something? I don't know how this works, but I feel like they're getting exposed.
It's just like a file location, I think. Oh, they fixed it. Somebody let them know. Hey, dude, you're streaming our desktop.
Kyle!
That's
Kyle,
what-
get this off the screen, Kyle!
It also looked like a Windows 2000 desktop.
It really did. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just like an old ass computer that they just keep like upgrading like the hardware and software.
Did we post on social media that we're doing this?
I put a story.
Oh,
on
sorry.
Instagram.
Okay. Did you? There's no story on our Revolution. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It just uploaded.
It just uploaded 24 minutes ago. Let me make sure. I'm gonna click on this YouTube. It should pop up.
You should put the Let's Vote sticker on it, because that like it gets put in the main like feed. It gets sent to more people if you do the vote. So people are putting like Lady starts putting Soviet shit on it. Because it goes on the Vote 2024 story. Like
Yeah.
it's at the top of your screen. You should.
Is that Snapchat or?
No, it's Instagram. If you just put the like vote sticker on it or whatever, it puts it onto the everyone's
Got
main
it.
story. I love it, like turn left as Lady Star, just like
Should I put? Oh, should I put like Stalin and Lenin up top?
Yeah, dude. And just put vote. Make sure you're and then add that vote tag.
Hold on, I gotta do this better. I gotta do this better. Hold on, where is this? You go to the links, and it's let's vote.
I think. Let me see.
Yeah, I think that's it, right? That's it?
No. It's this sticker. It's like red, white, and blue sticker.
Oh, okay. I'll put both. Fuck it. Oh my god, this is funny. There you go. And there you go, everybody. A Let's Vote sticker with Stalin Lenin.
No, I'll repost
Oh,
that.
it was like Mao Zedong, Ho Chi Minh in the background. That's great. That's iconic. Iconic. But yeah, I was it's getting old. But TikTok's surprisingly like I don't even post anything and there's people keep following. Like,
Well.
it's nice. Like it's slow to start, but like it kind of speeds up. So
Where the people are. That lady?
what about her?
She's funny, dude. She's kind of fierce. I think she's kind of like a lib, or at least just a CNN reporter. But she was interviewing Carrie Lake, dude, and she was just like talking shit to Carrie Lake, like to her face. It was just pretty funny, because Carrie Lake's like, you know, a right wing troll, but like, that's so great, dude. Yeah, that's on the vote feed. It was amazing.
Love it. Every part of my life is controversial, man. I live for it.
Well, I'm gonna do the same thing then, I guess. I'll just post this to my personal.
Post it to your personal. Oh yeah, I see a vote for 2024 Izhar.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Do they choose specific ones? Or is that just from the people you know?
I think it's just people you follow.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, why is it?
Yeah, it
all
doesn't-
they're all commies. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but I like that. On that, they're all just like vote for Claudia Carino, vote for, like, you know what I mean. It's like it's supposed to be for Harris, but really, but
Who is it for Claudia Carino?
yeah, pretty funny. Like, I follow a bunch of gun channels, so like they just posting pictures of guns with the vote. Yeah, nice.
It's great. This device does not kill fascists. What's going on?
I don't know, man. Are we gonna talk about the election or what?
The votes are in. You're still living under a dictatorship of capital. Exactly. Well, that's how about
Wait, did somebody say that to you?
No, that is just a post
Oh.
on
Your
Instagram.
easiest path is keep the blue wall.
This
Pennsylvania,
guy?
Michigan, Wisconsin.
Big
let's
fan of
move
this
up
guy.
Wisconsin, so you can get a better look at home.
I've been watching this
He's
guy
ahead
touch
right
his
now
stupid
at the
TV
moment,
for
but
like
we're only
24 years.
And again,
Straight up.
Don's a broken record.
Bro, there's
tonight,
so
but
many,
I
like,
think this is
fucking
the
fingerprints.
this is the fourth election
I
I've
just
watched
wanna
this
remind
guy
you,
touch
in
this
most
fucking
of them,
screen.
not all of
He's
them,
the
but
screen
in
guy
most of
every
them,
year
you're
or
in
every
rural
election.
Trump country. So as you
Since
come
like
back to
2012 or whatever,
map,
I've been watching this
and you
dumbass
say
touch the
vice
screen.
president's ahead,
Definitely
that's where you wanna be.
2026,
You wanna
maybe
be
not
ahead.
2012.
You've got a long way to go. So what
I
are
think
we looking
2012.
for? I'm going to do this in reverse order. Because of the questions about young voters turning out, whether unhappiness with the White House over Israel-Gaza, Israel-Hamas policy would impact youth turnout. 38% in Dane County. That's the University of Wisconsin. Absolutely essential for any Democratic win in Wisconsin to run it up here, not just in the percentage, but with the raw math. So let's look. 38% of the vote. So a long way to go. Long way to go. Let's just compare it to the president. President Biden had 76%. Keep an eye on it. Don't panic yet if you're a Democrat, but keep an eye on that because the vice president needs to be as close to that as she can be. And at the moment, she's running a little bit behind that. That's
Dane
Dane
County,
County.
what state
That's
is this
Madison.
again?
This is the biggest
okay.
population
Wisconsin.
center. Spent a lot of time.
Yeah,
here
these
the
are
last
like the
year.
big,
The big
important
question here
ones, man.
is
Yeah, and I guess what he's
the black
saying
voters
is
turnout, and the
that
subset question
county
of
is
that
where the
is
University of
Donald Trump
Wisconsin is,
making
where it's where like a lot of the
especially
youth
among black
and
men.
liberals are.
We did see some evidence.
And you
of
got to
that
run the numbers
in our
up there.
several trips
If you want to
out
carry
to
Wisconsin,
Milwaukee.
you got to
At
start
the moment,
padding
I
out
was
those
texting
numbers
with somebody
from
in Milwaukee earlier,
the
by the way, who
strongholds.
said
If
they
you don't
thought
have
turnout was
boots on the
actually
ground
going
in
pretty
those
good for the
strongholds, then you're not
Democrats.
going to win
We'll
the
see
state
if
overall
that
because
turns
there's
out.
so many
At the moment,
rural counties.
25% of the vote in,
Correct.
66%
You have to
if
offset
you
those.
round up, 32% for Donald Trump. So let's just go back in time knowing we have a long way to go. And Milwaukee sometimes reports late. But if you go back in time, Joe Biden again, 69%, Trump at 29%. So the 69% is what jumps out. Trump is a little above right now. Trump's a little above where he was 4 years ago. She's a little
Couple
behind
balls.
where the president was 4 years ago. It's only 25% of the vote. We're not pouring cement on any of this, but that's where you say, oh, we got to keep an eye on that as we go forward.
How
Then you
many
move
times
over
does he
here,
say
you
that?
go into the
Take a-
wild
take a
counties,
drink
Waukesha,
every time he
biggest
says, "Keep an
among
eye
them.
on
This
that."
is a Republican
No.
suburb. Long has been a Republican suburb. The challenge for Democrats, I've been saying this about Trump in the battleground states that tend to lean blue. Where's
No,
Trump's
not
number
to
in the
be
suburbs?
mistaken
Can he compete?
from
He's not going to win,
Wakanda
but can he
County.
compete? That's the challenge for the vice president
Waukesha?
here. Waukesha
Waukesha?
County
Waukesha.
tends to be a Republican
Waukesha,
suburb. So there she is at
That's
40%.
definitely native.
Trump at 59%. Again, you go back in time.
Hey,
59%
happy
to
Native American
39% 4
Indigenous
years
Peoples
ago.
Month.
Welcome
Started
to
on Friday.
another
Native American
20,000
Indigenous
vote
Peoples
race
Month
probably
started on
in the
Friday.
end in Wisconsin
November.
based on that. It's a
We celebrate it in my
66%
school.
of the vote in there.
Or
It's
like
essentially
institute of
matching
government, we like
where we were in 2020.
we showed
And again,
slides
just
today
so you
about
remember
all the tribes
our
in
history
Washington.
here in the blue wall, Harris is leading right now. We got a lot of vote to count right here, but I'm laughing a little bit just at the 22,000 number because if you look at that right there, Joe Biden won this state in 2020 by 20,000 votes. 4 years before that, when he cracked the blue wall and became president, Donald Trump won Wisconsin by 22,000 votes. Welcome to Wisconsin. It's a state that tends to hang around the margins of 20,000 votes, which is why that is somewhat amusing to me. Earlier, she just put it up to 34,000 to shut me up. There we go as we go through the count.
I love this guy.
In Wisconsin, very early there.
I love
Let's
touching
come
his
over to
little board.
Battleground, Michigan. Let me come back for a second. See that?
See that?
If they stay that way,
Little Rust Belt.
and it's early. It's early. Don't call your bookie. Don't make any bets. Don't pop the champagne. But you see Pennsylvania,
If
Michigan,
that stays,
Wisconsin,
Harris has it.
right? Especially if you're looking at a
Michigan,
map where
Wisconsin,
North
and
Carolina
Pennsylvania.
Georgia
If
are
that
red
stays,
at
Harris
home.
has it in the
They're
bank.
not done either.
Yeah.
They're not done either. But if you're
That's
a
it.
Democrat,
That's the game right there.
you're
Those
kind
three.
of a
Pennsylvania's pretty
we'll
much
be
the
nervous
game.
about this,
You don't really need a
then
Georgia
you
or
should
North
be
Carolina
loud. Should we
if
be
you have
optimistic about that?
Wisconsin,
So
Michigan,
let's
and
take it away
Pennsylvania. I
and see
think,
what
right?
I mean by that.
Correct.
Number one, let's just start to the east and go west.
Let's take a
Up
look
to
here. Let me play
32%
with
in
my little-
Pennsylvania.
play with my little-
Long way to go. Long way to go. Just want to check
if you
on where we
take-
are in Philadelphia. Still at 26%. You get
Wait, hold on, let's
Philadelphia
go
over
20.
50%, then we can start to understand what the math is elsewhere as you go. But again, you see most of the rural areas filling in for Trump. That's his strength. That is his
Yeah,
strength.
that gets you
Pennsylvania is one
270
of his
alone.
best
Even
states.
if Georgia,
Let's come
North
up here into
Carolina,
Michigan.
Arizona,
We're still only
Nevada.
at 14% in Michigan. And
Oh my
we
God,
have our
look
first
how
votes out
close
of
that would
Wayne
be.
County.
Holy
That could
shit.
be it. And
Wayne
this it looks
County.
like that's going to be it.
Wayne County's
If these
right
three
at the end of the
hold,
night.
that's it.
Donald Trump's winning the presidency in a
And
landslide.
Minnesota.
We're at 1%.
But Tim
so
Walz
that's
is also
unlikely to happen.
Minnesota.
The
Yeah,
question
and I
is,
think
where does it
Minnesota's
end
like
up?
pretty.
This
oh,
one's
actually,
more
oh.
interesting. Macomb County,
Only
21%.
1%. We'll hold off on that.
I-
But
I-
also, it looks like
6
Iowa
votes.
might pick up. So
Trump
say
wants
this
to keep
does
it
go
somewhere around there. Go
Republican.
back in time. You
But
see,
this
he's at
goes dim.
53%. If
Oh.
Donald Trump can win Macomb County and keeps them competitive in the state, the higher above 50
Oh, they
he
took
gets,
back
it
Missouri
matters.
and Kansas
This
as we
is one of
assumed
the
they
signature
would.
key counties for Vice President Harris and her Michigan chances.
I
Yeah.
think they'll take
Oakland County,
Minnesota
the
just
birthplace of
because
Mitt Romney.
Tim Walz.
Used to be a
Like that
Republican
extra 1%
county.
that
That
when I
extra,
started doing
yeah.
this.
So then if they
He's
lose
at 55% right now. They're just past
Iowa.
half the vote. So look at the 55%.
If they lose Iowa, it's and
Little
they
behind
take
Joe
Minnesota,
Biden.
it's
That can
270.
matter. That can matter. We're not done yet. She's only
So that's my
55%.
prediction.
A
Either it's
little
going to
bit
be
behind.
this.
Biden had 434,000 votes when he won the
I
county.
think
And
they're
you
gonna
just
take
check
Nevada.
I think
out
they're
turnout.
either going to
She's
lose
at
to
264,000.
266 to
What about
270.
What if we
50%?
change
So
to
you're in
Nevada
the ballpark
to
of
Democrat?
similar turnout. Let's see what happens as that comes in.
272,
And you're going to watch
266.
that number. but
It
that number.
flips.
Tiny
It's that's
changes in the
those 6
margins
votes
can
flip.
affect the battleground states.
No,
So
if
Trump's
they
at
lose
43.
Iowa
Let's do
and
it
lose
that way.
Minnesota,
Trump was at
it's
42.
272 to 6.
Again,
6
it's
points
tiny.
flip.
In the
And
coast
what's the
states,
chance of
tiny
Arizona
can
going?
matter. We'll keep
Yeah, I
an eye
think
on that
none. I think it's
as we
like
go
that
through
polling
the
was
count
like
in
3%,
Michigan.
4%
And then
Trump.
one
I
more.
think it's pretty much.
I was already
that's
over
in
there
the bag.
earlier. Let's come back out and see. So the blue
Yeah,
wall
basically
at the
have to hold
moment
these three.
is
There's
blue.
like no path
The
to
Sun Belt
victory.
states, which used to be
that
reliable,
doesn't-
Minnesota.
are now battleground
Oh,
states
and
at the
Minnesota.
moment.
If they
All
take
red.
Yeah.
So we'll
Minnesota.
just check in, see if
Yeah, that's
anything
gonna be
else
tough,
came
though.
in. Georgia's at 79%.
Let's see.
This one's gonna be
President's
close.
lead is 204,000. It was
use this to be like it was
240,000 a
rigged.
little while ago. President's lead has come
What?
down a little bit. I
God
just
knows
want to
what
remind
they're gonna do.
everybody.
If
in
what
this
Trump loses?
hour, 4
Oh,
years
if
ago,
Trump loses, he's going to
Donald
call
Trump
it
was leading
rigged, and then it's going to be an
Georgia by
actual
about
civil war.
244,000 votes.
Like-
Joe Biden won
Like
Georgia
it's
in
either
both
Harris
rural counties.
victory
Doesn't
or
mean
it's
that's
either a
what's gonna
Trump
happen this
victory and
time. It just means
he
you gotta
wins,
be ahead than
and
behind.
Harris
but
will
we're
be a
not done
coward
yet.
and concede.
Let's come back up to North Carolina.
Or-
We're at 63% in North Carolina. This count's
Trump
coming up
loses
now.
and he
This count's
doesn't
coming up a
concede
little
and
bit.
tries to take
You're
it
at
by force.
177,000 vote lead. That would be a blowout.
Either way, it's
I mean,
gonna be
anything in
fun
triple digits in North
for-
Carolina. Again,
Not
go
fun,
back
but
4
for
years
you know,
ago,
yeah,
the closest
entertaining is not the right
of
word,
the
but
battleground
you know what
states,
I'm trying
Trump
to say.
carried.
Action packs.
74,000
There will be
votes.
something
Then,
happens.
how close it was.
Something's
50
going to happen,
to
one way or the
49.
other.
And so
They'll be
let's come back
entertaining.
now and take a look.
Not in the best way.
The blue is the
but-
blue then is where the blue is now, except for this one out here, I believe. This one, Haywood County. Well, we're only at
Whatever
4%.
it is, we're safe here.
If you go back in time, that was a Republican county. I look out there because, and if anyone's out there watching, we hope you're doing all right. This is an area of the state that was hit hardest by Hurricane Helene, and
Wow.
the state and the county officials and the local officials, God bless them. They did amazing things just so people could vote. I know the more important things are: can you live, can you get housing, can you get food, can you get water, and things like that. But the fact that people are voting out there in good numbers is a testament to the state and to the county officials. And people have heard a lot of
Fuck-
misinformation.
fuck the
out
housing,
there. You
though,
see
and
what's
your
happening.
water.
Democracy
Yeah,
is folding
as long as you
in
vote,
Western North
bitch.
Carolina.
Oh, that's, to be
This
fair,
is
he just
where
what he just said. He
it
said
matters
it's like,
most if you are the
you know, there's more
Democrats.
important things
And only
like
14%
getting your
of the
housing,
vote
getting
is
your
in.
water,
So you see
clean water,
Donald Trump
food.
leading in North Carolina, but you see only 14% of the vote
Shout
in
out to,
Mecklenburg
you know,
County, which tells you, let's just take this for
all
a
of
while.
the
Let's
Southeast,
just go
but-
through and see what happens as we go. It's 11% of the statewide
Well, this is-
population. The vice president's at 60%
Mecklenburg
right
County,
now.
that's where
So you
Charlotte
go
is?
back in time.
What?
Again, this is
North
That's where
Vice
Charlotte is
President's
North
in
Carolina,
half.
or Mecklenburg
He lost.
County?
Joe Biden lost North
Mecklenburg?
Carolina, getting
Mecklenburg?
67% of the vote in Mecklenburg County.
Mecklenburg. Okay.
She, at the
never
moment,
been to
is
North
getting
Carolina.
60% of the vote.
Neither have I.
Is
And I
that
have no
meaningful?
reason to
We
go.
don't know yet. We
I don't know, I
don't
like
know
the
yet.
South.
It would be meaningful
I'm a
if
big
we
fan.
end up there, but it's only 14%.
I
just-
I don't have
I-
like I don't know anybody
So then you
there.
come back
Yeah,
out
I
here.
blend
Again,
in,
that
though.
would be
It's like
Donald Trump
the
doing
Charlotte
better
would
in
be
suburbs.
such a
If he gets
specific
that turnover
destination.
down,
I would
that
have
Well,
a
Charlotte's
bunch of
like
that
a
would mean Donald Trump was do better
liberal,
with
like
black voters
a
and in the
college
suburbs.
town.
But we watch that.
It's like
We saw
this is
a long
also a
time
tech
ago.
corridor now,
Wake
like
County is
the
Raleigh,
the
number two.
Raleigh,
Mecklenburg,
Charlotte,
number
Durham,
one,
like
population-wise.
Tri-City
Wake
area.
County's
Yeah.
number
That's
two.
where like a lot of
He's
like
at 64% right there.
tech.
Trump's at 35.
It's like the new Silicon Valley.
Go back
Really?
in time.
Yeah, that's
Trump's
why
at
it's all blue.
36.
Those three
He's at
like counties are
62.
blue.
Roughly the same. Roughly the same. What
That
we
area,
feel
it's a
about
lot
that now.
industries being built. A lot of
Sometimes
tech
roughly,
like places
start
are
looking
getting
into the
like put
margins
up
of
like
roughly, if we
new
get
tech
to 80,
headquarters and stuff are
90%
going to
of the
those
vote.
Tri-City areas.
Move over here.
I think it's Raleigh, Durham,
Durham.
Charlotte,
You're
or
sixth
Raleigh,
largest
Durham, and
county
somewhere
now,
else.
right? So Raleigh, Durham, the Research Triangle, young voters, some black
the
voters,
research
some
triangle.
college-educated
A lot of,
suburban
like,
voters in the healthcare industry,
academia,
the
colleges,
other industries
and
in the
it's
research
becoming
triangle
like a
there.
tech kind of place.
81%
As I
of the vote
understand.
right now, with 85%.
So it's not
This is where
surprising
you
that that
can't make
whole
a
region is
comparison.
going
You're at
blue,
85% of the
because
vote.
it's
You say,
those
okay,
people that vote
where
for
are
Harris.
we? Where was Joe Biden?
Yeah.
80%. So she's matching Joe Biden here in a
North
key
Carolina is
place.
a swing state.
Trump's
That's
at
one of the
18% in 2020.
Georgia, North Carolina,
You see him
Wisconsin,
at 18%
Michigan,
now, a little bit
Pennsylvania,
below that.
Nevada,
For this,
Arizona.
if you're the vice president, you're
Yeah.
Georgia
matching
used
the
to be
president.
a
The question is that good enough,
considerably
right? He
red
lost the state.
state.
Yeah,
by
well, Florida used to
74,000
be a
votes.
swing
So we
state.
come back up. Where else
weird,
do you want to
man.
look?
Like,
Yeah.
Look for the other
Like Florida
Democratic
went to
caucus,
Gore
right?
in 2000 by
Cumberland
like
County.
3 votes or whatever.
This is
That was the
Fayetteville.
whole. That was the whole
We're
drama.
just starting.
Yeah.
Right, we're just starting. This is the 5th largest county in the state. So that's if you're the vice president, you think there's some room for growth there because we're not there yet. And again, I just want to show you. You see the blue in the urban areas. North
Yeah, it gets a little
Carolina
cold in the
along
basement. That room
the
has a
belt
heater.
here.
This room doesn't.
These are black voters here for the most part in these Democratic counties. Absolutely essential to the vice president's math. And then you come down to Georgia, again, in these states, you just see all that red. Not a lot of people live in those, but you do county after county after county after county, you run it up. And Jake, as I toss back to you, just one more check. No, Fulton County's still at 80%. So the Georgia math, we still have the biggest population center where we're waiting to see some key results.
All right, John, as we stand by for the next poll closings at the top of the hour, here's an update on the race to 270. Donald Trump has 154 electoral votes. Kamala Harris has 81 electoral votes. Obviously, 270 electoral votes are needed to win. Now, another key race alert. Let's go to the states where we have not called. Kamala Harris in the lead in Pennsylvania, 51.4% of the vote. Donald Trump has 47.7% of the vote. Kamala
Right.
Harris has
There we go.
88,000
How much is the vote? Oh,
plus
35%.
votes of a lead, but it's about 35% of the vote that's been counted in Pennsylvania.
88,000 ahead, man. It's not
Still
nothing.
a lot of vote to count in Pennsylvania.
49K
Michigan,
ahead.
Kamala Harris
Michigan?
has 52% of the vote.
Again,
Donald
only
Trump has
50%.
46.1% of the vote. Kamala Harris with a
I don't know, man. I don't know about
49,000 plus
Michigan.
vote lead. That's with only an estimated 15%
I have a
of the
feeling
vote
that,
counted in the battleground of Michigan. In Wisconsin, another
gonna lose
battleground.
Michigan.
Kamala Harris
Yeah, you think so?
52.2%
Yeah.
of the vote. Donald
I don't know.
Trump,
It's going to be very close
46.1% of the
Just
vote.
because of the Arab vote.
Harris with a
Muslim vote in
52,000 plus
general.
vote lead, but only 27% of the vote counted in Wisconsin. Still very early in Wisconsin.
they just stay
Battleground
home?
North Carolina, Donald Trump.
Don't vote for Trump
Still,
or Harris, and it's,
in
it's
the
kind of a
lead
walk.
there with 52.1% of the vote. Kamala Harris has 46.7% of the vote. Donald Trump with a 201,000 plus vote lead as of now. That's with 64% of the estimated vote counted in the battleground of North Carolina. In battleground Georgia, Donald Trump in the lead, 51.9% of the vote. Kamala Harris, 47.1% of the vote. Donald Trump with a 208,000 plus vote lead.
Looks like
That's
Georgia's
with
gonna be done.
79% of the estimated
200K
vote
up and
in
almost
Georgia
80% of
counted.
votes
Still
cast.
a lot of votes to
What did you
count
say?
there.
I think Georgia's
but a lot
done.
of votes have already counted. In the
Trump is
Commonwealth of Virginia,
Trump is
Donald
200,000
Trump.
votes ahead in Georgia, and there's 80%
In the
counted.
Commonwealth
Oh, yeah.
of
Unless they
Virginia,
haven't hit, like, Atlanta.
Donald
Like,
Trump
yeah,
has
I mean, that would have to be it, right?
49.5% of the vote.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris,
I don't think there's another
48.6% of the
Democrat
vote.
stronghold in.
That is
What is that?
a
It's called
27
Fulton County in
28,000
Atlanta? Is it
now
Fulton
vote
County?
lead with
I think so,
63% of the
yeah.
vote counted. I am going to now bring you a projection. And CNN can project Louisiana will go to Donald
Shout out to
Trump.
my home state,
with
Louisiana.
its 8 electoral votes as expected to Donald Trump. Let's see what that impact is on the electoral vote count. Donald Trump has 162 votes. Electoral votes.
crazy,
Kamala
man.
Harris has 81 electoral votes. She has exactly half.
That looks scary for Dems, but like
270
it's
votes
nothing that's
are
unexpected so
needed,
far.
to win.
We were watching this
We're getting
coverage in my school
deeper
class
into the night and another round
today
of
in
results.
my school. And
We're
like
getting- we're counting
Indiana
down to the top
and
of the
Kentucky
hour,
got called
10
for Trump
p.m. Eastern, when 16
by like
electoral
65,
votes
70%
are on
votes
the
or whatever,
line in
or
3
60%,
states.
75%.
Every vote is vital
Trump
to get to the winning
win.
total of 270.
They're like, oh my God, is
Polling
Trump
places
going to
are
win the
about
whole,
close
is
in
Trump going to win it?
Montana
And I was like,
and
no, guys, calm down. I had to explain to them, like,
and in Utah.
Indiana
Nevada is the
was
key
always going to
battleground
be a
to
Trump.
watch
And
in
then
the
like,
next
they were
hour.
like,
Kamala Harris fighting to hold
they were
on
just
to
like,
Nevada for the Democrats.
just seeing
The state
that
of Donald
Trump won
narrowly
Indiana by
lost
70%, they
in
were like, oh my God, it's
2020
over.
And in 2016.
That was the first
As
state that
we
was
await
called.
the end of voting in Nevada, let's
Or
check in with
Kentucky
Jim
was the first state that was
Acosta,
called or
who's at a
whatever.
polling place
And I was like,
in
no,
Las
dude.
Vegas. And Jim, you have
That's not how it
new
works.
information from the Nevada Secretary of State.
Yeah, Jake, I mean, one interesting development that has emerged here in Nevada is they're running into a problem with some of the mail-in ballots that have come in so far. Some of the signatures have been an issue, and election workers are now reaching out to some of those folks out there who have signature issues. Your signatures need to match those that are on file with the state. And an interesting anecdote here, one of the problems that they're running into is that a lot of young voters don't know how to sign their names. And so when they've signed their names onto some of these ballots, they are not jiving with what state officials have on file. And so what they're doing at this point is sort of frantically reaching out to a lot of young voters across the state of Nevada to say, hey, wait a minute. Hopefully they're looking at their text and saying, hey, wait a minute, there's a problem with your ballot. You need to check in with the state and make sure that your signature is verified so your ballot
That
can
can't
be
be
counted.
practical for
So
like
that is
individual
one thing that
calls.
they're looking at this point.
Bro.
There are about 14,000 of these ballot issues that they're trying to rectify. They do have several days to work that out. And as you mentioned, Jake, the polls are about to close here in Nevada. If you're still in line, you can stay in line. We heard out in Nye County, which is about an hour outside of Vegas, they've got a line about 2.5 hours long. And so that process is going to go well into the night in that county as well as here in
Well, it's
Las
crazy
Vegas,
because in
Jake.
All right, Jim
Washington, you
Costa in
can't
Las
even
Vegas.
vote in
Thanks
person
so
if you
much.
wanted to.
Let's go to Kyung La in Phoenix.
There's no such thing
Kyung?
as in-person voting in Washington, or at least in Seattle.
We're in Maricopa County, Phoenix, and
Yeah,
the
you
most
only drop off
populous
only.
county, Jake, in this
you
entire
drop off
state.
your
As
ballots and
Maricopa County goes, so does the rest of
probably for the
Arizona. That's
better.
why we are
Oh,
here. We
I
are
like to go
watching
in.
the clock in just
My mom said, "Don't
minutes.
eat
In
chips, guys,
about
you can hear that."
8 to 10 minutes, we are
Oh my God.
hearing that the county will be reporting its very
Hi, Connor's
first
mom.
batch of election
We're trying to
results.
enjoy our night,
11
okay?
electoral
Yeah.
votes.
It's a risk we knew was
going
gonna
to
happen.
Out of Arizona, Maricopa County will give
Could be,
us a strong
we could
indication
be better about
after
moving it
that
away though.
first drop, but
I've been trying to,
it
like,
takes a
move
long
over to the
time to
side.
count all
Our
of the
mics
ballots.
are just
the
too
first
good.
drop
Too
that we're
good?
going to see, the first results, will be the early vote that is counted before Election Day. And it's not all of them, but it is the majority of the early vote that is counted
what time this
before
is,
Election Day. That is what we are going to
supposed
know
to
in just minutes. We are watching to see what is happening.
Well,
and the sense that we
usually
are
when they
getting,
all-
Jake,
I think
from
10 o'clock
all of the
our
election
time is when
officials we've
polls
spoken to here in
close.
Maricopa County
Or no.
is that they are
7 o'clock
overwhelmingly
our time.
pleased that there hasn't
I think
been
the last of the polls are about to close,
major
right?
problems here in this county. Things have
And
gone
then-
It must be
relatively
7, it must be
smoothly.
8 o'clock
Yes, there
our
have been
time.
some small issues
Must be
here and
another
there,
hour,
but
'cause another set of
overwhelmingly,
polls
they
are
say
gonna
this
close.
has gone
Actually, I'm gonna
fairly
refresh this,
well,
'cause this is a
and
few
they
minutes
are really
behind
looking forward to, continuing to.
Watch the timer at 4:30 on the bottom right. Yeah, it was like 5 minutes behind.
Want to turn down just a little bit?
See,
Time. And look, the president was at 69%. It sounds
There we
like
go.
not a big deal. 67, 69.
homeboy back to his board.
Let's see. Right now, we're
my
only
God.
at 48% of the vote. If at the end of the night she's underperforming the president in Milwaukee by a couple points, that can make the difference in a state, Jake, that in 2 elections in a row has been decided by 20,000 votes. Jake?
That's right.
This guy's
We're
back
just
at his
moments away
20,000
from
again,
another
bro.
round of poll closings. Voting is about
Ooh.
to end in 3 states, including the key battleground of Nevada.
Let's see this.
A total of 16
Nevada,
electoral
this is a
votes
big
Nevada's about to
are
close,
on
yeah.
the line.
So
right
it'll be this, and then I
now.
think then there'll be one more hour, and then polls
And
will close
CNN
at 8 o'clock
can
our
project that
time,
Donald
and I think
Trump
that'll be
will
all
win
of them.
The state of Montana, as expected, Trump gets Montana with its
All
4
four
electoral
people.
votes.
Yeah, there you go. Your Montana's done,
Donald
dude.
Trump will win the state of Utah, as expected.
The Mormons?
Utah with its 6 electoral
That's
votes.
surprising though, 'cause Salt Lake
Nevada
City is a huge
too early to call.
suburban area. I would imagine that. I don't know.
It's 'cause they're Mormons.
Yeah, I guess.
That literally has to do with anything, but-
Yeah, probably.
Let's look at the electoral math right now. Donald Trump has 172 electoral votes. Kamala Harris with 81 electoral
Are you
votes.
sure there's going to close? Because look at all these states.
Yeah, there's only 3 left to
Neither
close.
of them
The
is there yet.
California,
Let's
Oregon,
look
Washington,
at
they close
the
at 8.
key
But
races
look at all
now.
these states that-
Well, those are the
Kamala
ones that
Harris,
just closed.
49.3%
Arizona, Nevada.
of the vote.
The
Donald
white
Trump
ones are the
has
ones that
narrowed
are just
her
closed.
20,000
Oh my
plus
God.
lead.
Holy
He's
shit.
at
20K ahead now.
of the vote. More votes have come in.
That's
Wow,
it.
yeah, she was 200,000 ahead. Not that. Oh, these are county by county.
43% of the
Oh wait,
estimated vote from Pennsylvania is in.
Oh, no, it just
Kamala Harris
updated.
right now has an 18,000 plus vote lead there. Kamala Harris in the lead.
Interesting.
In Michigan,
50K there.
51.6% of the vote. Donald Trump
Okay,
has
maybe I was fucking wrong.
46.5% of the vote. Kamala
'Cause-
Harris with a
you think
46,000
you thought
plus
Republicans
vote
were going to take? You thought Trump was going to take Michigan?
How many do we have? How far is it? Oh, it's only 16% in.
And
Never
then
mind. Don't.
Wisconsin, Harris is at 49.8% of the vote. Donald Trump is at 48.4% of the vote.
Can't believe
She
Americans
has
are
a
this fucking dumb.
15,000
I'm
plus
sorry,
vote
but
For it to
lead.
be- I mean,
More
like,
than a third,
I don't like
35%
Harris,
of
and
the
I
vote
didn't vote for Harris.
counted in
Neither did I.
Wisconsin.
But I understand that
In battleground North Carolina,
most
Donald Trump
mainstream
maintaining
people
his
do.
lead. He has 52% of the vote.
Well, I
Kamala
understand
Harris
why
has
people vote for the
46.8%
or
Democrats
why they
over the
would,
Republicans.
yeah.
You
But I
know?
don't understand why it's
6,000
this
plus vote
close.
lead. That is with
Because
2/3,
people are fucking stupid,
66% of
bro.
the estimated vote in North Carolina counted. In battleground Georgia, Donald Trump maintaining his lead, 51.9% of the
Yeah, I
vote.
think
that's
Georgia's
200K
over.
ahead, yeah.
47.1% of the vote. Donald Trump with a 208,000 plus
But there's
vote
only
lead.
well, still. I mean, 80% of the vote. Like you said,
So
it's
10
10% would be
from the
220,000. So 40% would be about 450,000.
We're now getting an update on the vote.
So
in
if
North
there's
Carolina.
200,000 head, she has to basically win all the votes.
Yeah, and let me after this, after he goes to his recap, I want to, because I can zoom in on that map and look. I want to look at the counties by the county. Like I want to look at Fulton County.
Yeah.
And by that, I'm going to refer to Iowa. Just a moment ago, I was showing you Iowa with the vice president.
Ooh, so there's the Macon.
Still competitive, but you see Iowa.
So no, that's been all
there was
taken
that
in.
late Iowa
Or see
poll
where it
that showed
says
the
was it
possibility
Macon,
of the vice
Macon?
president maybe being a little bit
Macon?
ahead of Donald
If
Trump.
that's
Maybe that
blue?
suburb is blue. Maybe there's another. But I mean, that's I don't think there's 200,000 people live outside of Macon.
This would be a surprise, right? We said Virginia's a surprise at how close it is. We'll see if it ends close, but it's a surprise at the moment. This is a surprise as well. Donald Trump just 3,800 votes ahead in battleground Iowa, a
Well,
state
he's
he
pulled ahead
carried
in Iowa.
quite comfortably by 9 points, 8 points.
It's
4
looking
years
way
ago.
too
So
red
you
and
keep
I'm
an eye on it,
scared.
you watch
No,
it,
don't
you
worry.
see what
All
happens
this
there.
red
It's
is just
interesting
like
on this side. Now let's
farmland.
move
Who
over
said that?
to the
My
battlegrounds
girlfriend.
that
Oh.
matter at the
My
moment. The
fiance.
Blue Wall
Your
State
fiance.
still being
Hello,
held
Becky.
by the vice
Yeah.
president. The Sun
Yeah,
Belt
no, all
states,
that
the
red
North West,
is just
North
farmland.
Carolina,
Yeah,
and
these are
Georgia,
all-
the
these are all
two
predetermined.
battlegrounds
People
that
don't
they are
live
at the
in
moment,
those areas.
held by the
The only
former
swing
president of the
states
United States. Again, this
are
was his
North
closest
Carolina and Georgia, which he took.
battleground win in terms of Biden was the closest to him back in 2020. It was 74,000 votes. He's just under 200.
It's gonna be
votes
close
right
as
now.
shit.
66%
I'll tell you
reporting.
what.
The former president at 52% of the vote. And again, Jake, as you come over and join me here, just let's remind our viewers.
Yeah,
still
because
votes
like
to be
add
counted.
50,
We know
add
that.
12. How
But
much
then
is
we wanna use
Oregon?
our
8
technology to
or
say,
10?
where are they?
Oregon is
All right, where
8
are they?
or
You see
9.
the bigger the
Yeah,
circle,
so that's
it means
20
the
with
more live
Washington,
outstanding
and then
votes.
55
And the
with
color tells you
California,
what's
so that's
happening there.
75.
At the moment, doesn't mean it will
So just
continue
by
to be that
default
way.
add
See
75
that
to her
County, that
81, and
Charlotte,
you
the
get
suburbs.
what?
You see over here in the Raleigh-Durham area, Winston-Salem area, a little bit out of Nashville. So more votes to be counted out
56?
there, but Donald Trump at the
Something
moment
like that.
with a pretty
Yeah.
healthy lead.
And you
Have
know,
they added New
one
York
of our
yet?
excellent
Yeah, they added New York.
journalists is in Charlotte, is in Mecklenburg County. Brianna Keeler as the Board of Elections in Charlotte. Brianna, what can you tell us?
She's actually leading him
Yeah, that's
in
right.
Maine
So at
fairly
this
well, but
point,
it's only
Jake,
9% in.
about 100,000
Yeah, Maine's a split,
ballots are in out of several
electorate state.
hundreds of thousands
I think she's going to pick up
and that
4
really
out of the
could change any
5.
moment, because
Yeah,
we're
there's those that
expecting
one.
Yeah, that
about
one
420
county.
to
Weird how they do that. They do
Well, I
that in
think it's like
Nebraska
it's
as well,
real
right?
rural. Yeah,
Which
Nebraska
would
does the same
have
thing.
been,
Nebraska will be the
early
opposite. Trump will take
in-person
3 and
votes
she'll take 1.
to have
And the
been
one is the
closed
city, I'm
out
guessing,
and
right?
posted
Probably Lincoln
here
or
to the state board of
yeah, probably
elections.
Lincoln.
So we could be
It's so
seeing
weird
that
how they,
literally
like,
any
split that up.
moment.
Yeah.
But what we see right
Omaha,
now
maybe.
is a picture
Omaha's
of a
like a liberal
fraction
city.
Omaha.
of this key county. It's about 34,000
where,
absentee ballots that were received before 5
Brad
p.m.
Eyes is from, Conor
yesterday.
Roberts.
And it's also an upload of about 70,000 election day ballots from today.
Well, I
And
don't
you
care what
see
she has
right
to say.
behind
Let's
me,
go over
you
to the
see
play
that
with the
red
map a little bit.
Yeah, back to the map.
Back to the map. Everybody back on the map. How do I? Oh, okay. How do I?
All right. So, what are we looking at? You were talking about Washington.
Arizona. So like yeah, Washington. Yeah, so we'll get 8. 8 is when this will close. Oregon's coming in. This is gonna.
Did they see this? Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so
Okay,
these will all be 8. So yeah, these are the last 3. Although I guess
Just add them in because we already know they're gonna be fucking.
well, there are. I
Blue.
can't edit this. This is just a Google homepage.
I'm so fucking
yeah,
stupid.
yeah. So like
There's
this.
like 4 different types of maps in the
Yeah,
same
I
map.
know. So like
Okay.
all of these 3 will go to Harris regardless, the West
Yeah.
Coast state. So that's already been kind of determined. It looks like New Mexico. Huh. I thought that would be a Harris state. I think that is.
It's only 21% reporting, so you might have to give it.
Yeah,
a
I think. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah.
I was curious about New Mexico.
If they win Nevada, I really think they're gonna win.
Who?
The Democrats.
Oh, okay.
If they win Nevada.
Let's see. Yeah, if they take Nevada. Let me get a new. Let's play with this as a blank map. So you saying if Democrats take Nevada?
Mm-hmm.
What else if they take Pennsylvania? They have to take Pennsylvania. Trump has already taken North Carolina and possibly Georgia.
Most likely Georgia. Just give it to them.
Yeah.
I would say
That's 262 right there.
Michigan. She's far ahead of Michigan. I think I'd just give it Michigan.
Give her Michigan.
Yeah, because she's fairly far ahead. I
It's
mean,
really then it's going to come
she's
down
like
to
6 points ahead. They're only
Wisconsin,
9% voting. So right now this is 266. So it would come down to Wisconsin, bro.
Dude,
Wisconsin.
A win in
Oh,
Wisconsin.
bro, that like, oh my god, they should hire me.
Oh, are they getting some Arizona numbers in? Tucson and Phoenix will go. Well, Tucson and some of Phoenix will go to Harris, but the rest will probably go to. Oh, and Flagstaff, but the rest will go to
Tucson, including?
Tucson, Arizona. It's like a liberal. It's where the University of Arizona is.
Were you saying that that's going to go to Trump?
It'll go to Harris.
I'll go to Harris.
It's Pima County. Pima County will go to Harris. Maricopa County will probably go to Maricopa County's blue right now, and then that's Pima County, and that's Maricopa County.
Got it. And where's Flagstaff? That's up north.
Flagstaff is up here.
Yeah.
I think it's.
And those are like the 3 major cities, and that's it.
This is Pinal County. I don't know the name of the Flagstaff County. Yeah, Yuma's out here, but there's just a prison there, so like it's the 4th city in.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, but you got Flagstaff up here, Phoenix, and Tucson. But yeah, and then Yuma is probably the next biggest.
You're from
city.
Tucson originally? That's like
I grew up. I spent 20 years in Tucson,
Yeah.
and then I spent the last 4 years in
right
Phoenix.
by the border in Mexico.
You guys just go to Mexico all the
You
time.
speak Spanish?
See, hablo. I used to go to Mexico all the time too. There's
Really?
a little town right here on the border called Nogales, and the border splits the town in half. There's the Mexican side of Nogales, and there's the American side of Nogales. So like the border.
The
splits
American
the town.
side, there's all Mexicans, and the Mexican side, there's all Americans.
Basically a bunch of like white boys drinking and partying because you just walk across the border and like so you can like get a hotel or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just walk across. But back in the day, dude, we used to just walk across with like our school IDs. Like nobody gave a shit back then.
Really?
But this was almost 20 years ago. But yeah, this was still post 9/11. But yeah, you could get across with your school ID.
With a school ID?
Yeah, I mean, you could get in with, you don't need an ID, you just walk across the border with nothing. But
What?
to get back, you could flash your school ID, and we could just like be like, oh man, sorry, all I got is my school ID, because we were 16 or
Yeah.
17 or whatever.
Holy shit.
So like, and they would like let us in. I don't think they would do that nowadays.
No,
Yeah.
for sure they would. That's crazy.
But yeah, we used to go get drunk and buy cigarettes in Nogales with our school IDs. So yeah.
Oh,
Shout
my
out to
God.
Nogales, Arizona / Nogales, Mexico.
Oh, Trump's at 198 now?
Yeah, what did he pick up? Oh, I think they just updated Utah, and then maybe they're. I don't know if they're giving them these if they're not solid. I don't think so. They're still not giving them North Carolina or Georgia yet. What do they give them? Oh, I think all of these: Wyoming, North Dakota.
Yeah,
these are all
those-
3 each. Three.
Yeah, but there's like
3
3 people each in those states, man. There's like
Yeah.
nobody there. Well,
Yeah.
let me see Wyoming. Well,
Well,
how many people voted for Wyoming? How many people? There's only 3%.
Yeah, but I will say that the population of Wyoming is less than the population of Tucson, Arizona, which is a pretty small town. Yeah. Oh, back to Georgia, or no, this is North Carolina.
Exactly the way to do the math. And we see right now, we're waiting for a whole lot of votes, right? And so she's at 61%.
Yeah, dude, going to
and
Nogales
he was
with like
at
my school friends back in the day.
67%.
Those are good
If
memories.
it ends up that way, Donald Trump's
Sounds
going
like
to
a
win
fun
North
time.
Yeah.
Carolina.
You ever been to Mexico?
There's that giant
not.
number
It's
of
cool.
votes left out. So
I would
for
love to go.
the Vice President's percentage.
Yeah, we used to go to Rocky Point.
Remember,
It's
the
like on the west coast.
president's
Puerto
67.
Penasco. It's like,
Does she
like a
get
beach
closer to
tourist
67,
town.
number one?
Beautiful
And
white
then
sand
number two,
beaches.
what's the raw
It's
math
cool.
in the margin?
Nice.
Right? If Donald Trump, if
Rocky
she's
Point?
below
Rocky
Biden's
Point is
number,
what it's
that means
called, yeah.
Donald
Is
Trump,
that what the
again,
Americans
doing
called
a
it, or
little
is
bit
that
No, it's
better.
called
Only
Puerto
a little bit,
Penasco.
a little bit.
Okay.
Big
Yeah,
deal.
but it
Development
translates to
state.
Rocky
In the
Point. That's
South.
the
Got
American.
it. Okay,
That's
okay.
what's in Charlotte. We'll
I was
have
like,
to
I
see
didn't think,
how
you
that
know,
plays
the
out.
mega-
That's
Jose
this
was like,
county.
yeah, let's think,
Pam
please
noted
name
Wake
this
County
spot.
is your
Rocky
go-to.
Point.
Rocky
Here's
Point.
No,
what's
it's called
right.
Puerto
We're at
Penasco.
76%. So she's at 64%. Remember, Joe Biden lost North Carolina. Only by 75,000 votes, but he lost. So you're trying to figure out how do you match
Yeah, you
that
can get
up.
like
So you come back here.
cool beachfront
and again,
hotels and like
not a lot, right?
like
You see the
restaurants and
turnout
bars and
might be
stuff.
up a little bit, so
It's
maybe
cool.
the winner of the county.
I
gets
can-
a
although
little
actually I
bit
haven't been to
more
Rocky
than that, but
Point.
You see him at 393.
Since
more
being
importantly,
21 years old,
at
I haven't been to
62% of
Rocky
the vote, and then you come here. So she was a little behind the president.
I think my dog may have peed out there. I can smell pee.
So you don't want to be behind it where the most votes are. She's a little bit ahead of
That's
the
annoying.
president in Wake County, and we're waiting
They were
for
out
that
literally all
That's
day.
one of the challenges, right? We compare her to Biden because
You're
that's
getting
the
old,
last
man.
election.
Dude, my
Every
dog
candidate
at my
has their own
parents'
coalition.
house,
Right.
he's just
And so
holding
she's
on for
doing a
dear
little
life.
worse than him with some
Yeah.
voters. Can she make it up
She had a
somewhere else? Or is
seizure
Donald
like,
Trump,
like
you know,
2 weeks
matching
ago or
his
something.
No, that's not good,
and
man.
do
I'm
that.
sorry.
If you
Well,
want-
she's
you can
like,
look at
she
it this
turns
way if you
18
want.
in like
Let's just
less
come
than
out and bring
half
this
a
in here.
year.
Where is Harris overperforming Biden?
For, like,
18? What kind of dog is
Right?
it?
So this
It's
will slide
a
away
shorty.
in
It's
just
a Shih
second.
Tzu
She's
Yorkie
only
mix.
Okay.
overperforming
The little
Biden
dogs
in the
live,
state
you know.
in a very small
Yeah,
number
but
of counties.
18. I
1,
mean,
2, 3, 4.
the life
Right?
expectancy is
So,
11 to
does that mean
16.
she's going to
Yeah.
lose North
Yeah.
Carolina?
She just keeps
No.
pushing.
It
She
just
can't
means
hear
that
shit.
she's,
She
you know, we have
barely
to wait
sees
to see those
anything.
votes. And then we can flip the question.
But
Right, how
she has
about
got a
Trump?
will to
Is
live.
Trump overperforming
Yeah.
Trump in 2020 in a lot more places at the moment?
What's
At the
today?
moment,
The 5th?
key to that
I
is
believe
in these
so,
blue
yeah.
I have
areas.
a homework
in
assignment I have to do
Mecklenburg
when you
County,
leave.
which you just noted. That's where the most
I have a homework
votes are in the
assignment when you
state.
leave.
In the
Really?
biggest of the
Dude,
100
there's not a
counties,
day goes by where I
population-wise,
don't have a
vote
homework
count-wise,
assignment.
Damn, bro.
right
How
there.
long? How long
And
is
Donald
this?
Trump
When are you gonna be done with this
overperforming
class?
his 2020 performance at the moment.
Or these
Remember how many
classes?
votes he
Soon.
got at the moment. But he's
Mid-December.
overperforming. And he's overperforming
I pray
here
for you.
in the Fayetteville area. If
But
Donald
then,
Trump
you know,
overperforms
I
in
get
the
2 weeks
urban
off and then they
areas
start
where you
again.
have an African-American
Hopefully it's not
population
as
and then the
intense.
close-in
It'll be
suburbs,
just as
then
intense.
Donald Trump's in better shape
3 more classes
now
start in
than he was
mid-January.
then.
Yeah.
I just want to remind
Mid
people
January.
as we
Okay, so
close
at least you
this
got like a
out,
month off.
Yeah, I got like a month
I
off.
said he's overperforming here at
and then
the
I'll
moment.
have 2 over
We
the
only have
summer,
18% of the
and then
vote. So
3
let's
more
see
in
if
the
it
fall,
holds
and then
up.
I'm done.
And
I
I said it
graduate
was
next fall.
overperforming here at the
That's
moment.
not
We
too
only
bad.
have 21% of the vote. So let's
A
see
year
if
from
it
now.
holds up.
Again, with all the
And I'll have a
caveats
master's
you
in
said,
education, an
that this is
MED.
early, we don't know. But if that were to hold, an explanation of it
It's just
can
these
come
two
in
these
what
two
we've heard
classes
from
together
both
I have right now are
campaigns
just
is
like
that
combined. They're
Donald
kicking my
Trump
ass.
is doing
Oh, you're not
a little
going for
bit
the
better
special
with
education anymore?
African
Oh yeah, it's a
Americans,
master's of
especially
education. It's like
African-American men than he did
the
last
blanket
time.
Oh,
And
okay,
then
okay.
Kamala Harris is
degree, like a
overperforming,
bachelor's of arts.
with white
Got it.
Is
suburban
you can
women,
get a history degree, which is still a
which
bachelor's
he
of
was
arts.
having in
Got it.
Raleigh.
Yes, so that's what
So
we're
yeah, it's a master's of
This is
education
why
and
I spent
special
15
education.
months traveling, right? Where is she?
Mild to
Where's
moderate.
the addition? Where can you perform better? And for
Disabilities.
Donald Trump, since he's the constant, he was on
Instead of, like,
2016 and
severe
2020.
disabilities.
For Donald Trump, his most
So, like, severe
All the
disabilities.
people that tisms.
Number one.
Yeah, that still are like in
2020,
mainstream
Donald Trump got more
education that
votes
just
than
need like learning
2016,
center or like
almost
resource
everywhere.
time, like
Right?
so many
His
hours
base
in
came
like
out.
a
Where he
resource
suffers
center
in the
kind of
Yeah,
suburbs.
they
classroom.
just need a little bit of additional
Yeah,
help.
like
Donald
severe
Trump
disabilities with
wants
like
to pick up
severe
many
Down
black votes
syndrome
and
or
Latino
severe
votes
autism
you
that need like a
and you want
special
to improve
school.
your standing in the
Yeah.
suburbs.
So
And
I
that
wouldn't be
includes
there.
women.
I would be working in a,
Includes
like a
women. Donald
mainstream
Trump spent
school.
the Republicans
Yeah,
are
like
ripping
a
their
public
hair
school.
out the last week of the campaign.
Like a
Every
school
day
like I work
watching
in
Donald
currently.
Trump insult
I'd like to
women.
just stay at my
You know,
current
pick your
school if
day.
I can.
Nancy Pelosi one day was the vice
Just
president of the United
transfer
States
over.
every
I
day.
know the
Women
history
rip
or
off some of
the
those days.
special ed
Republican
teacher
strategists were ripping their hair out
was a
because they
history
know if
teacher,
Donald
and
Trump
she wanted a
improves his
history
standing in
job,
the
but they only had a
suburbs,
special ed opening, and she was certified, so she took it.
by half a point,
And
then he's
I'm
the
like,
next president of the United
yo.
States, and they're ripping their hair out. But
I don't want to say her name, but
watch
yo,
through
let's
this, and we'll go
swap.
through it, we'll see how it
Let's do a little
performs out.
swapperoo.
I just want to keep checking here.
We'll see.
213,000
You wanna teach history no
votes.
more?
We're still here. So
I do not want to teach
mathematically,
history. I just want to
you
teach
do it
special
this
ed
way.
more.
The big question is,
It's
are
not
there
that I don't
enough
like
votes out
teaching
there
history. It's just
for
that
the
I want to
candidate
teach
who's
special ed
losing
more.
to catch up?
I got this
Lot of
stupid
blue.
hat
The
with the
answer
bill,
is
this beanie
yes,
with the
there
bill,
are enough
and it's
votes
like
out there
hurts my
for the
head.
candidate who's
Oh.
losing, the vice
Got on
president,
Amazon
to
for
catch
like
Kind of
up.
like
Doesn't
hard.
mean she will.
Yeah, it's like a hard
Doesn't mean she
cardboard
will.
bill.
Yeah.
It comes
and
down
it's
to
like, I
if
don't
we
know.
get
You
more
just put,
votes
like,
in
I
those
don't know.
places where I said
Also
Trump is
the-
overperforming,
The
does he, if he
glasses don't
continues
help,
to
plus the
overperform
headphones.
in, especially in
Gotta go full,
Mecklenburg
like,
County,
Knight's uniform
that's
on
good
yourself.
math for him. But we have a ways to go in county.
All
Next
right,
is
what
North
are we looking at?
Carolina. Let's go down to the biggest surprise. That was very tight. The Democrats have
We'll see. What are
everyone
we talking about
Say,
here?
why can't we get North
Georgia.
Carolina? But this was the big surprise when it flipped. Again, here, can we just do this for a second?
Well, what's
real
his
got
face lost too? The governor, right?
Sorry, my bad. Got to come out of this and come back
In
here.
Georgia?
Remember that 204,000.
The Democratic governor?
Scott
Let's go
Warnock.
back to 20.
Or no, that was a
right?
senator.
Go back to
Yeah.
20.
Warnock was a senator.
Okay, I
The,
just wanna show you
wasn't there a
where we
runoff
were.
election
Go back
earlier
to
this
the
year for the
beginning.
Georgia governor?
This is
Correct.
9 o'clock on election
And a
night.
Republican won,
Okay.
right?
244,000. So we're
I
at
don't
10
remember.
o'clock now. We're
I
at
can't.
2:50.
If I told you
so
for sure,
Donald
I'd be
Trump was
lying.
ahead by 244,000 votes in 2020. The next day, midnight, as we turned, we're 2 hours away from that, an hour and 45. He was ahead by even more.
Well, they
He was
must be
ahead by
on. They must be
372,000
in New York
votes
then.
when Tuesday turned to Wednesday in 2020. All right? And then at noon the next day, it was down to 101,000 votes because they were counting the mail-in ballots. And
Oh,
then
this was the whole
it flipped
Rafflesberger.
to the vice president on Friday. Joe Biden flipped to him.
The you need
on
to find me
Friday,
11,000
and then on
votes phone
Saturday,
call.
when the
Oh,
election was
yeah,
called,
that's
Yeah.
right.
It was at 7,200.
Because
and then
he
in
was
the end,
up
when they were
a
double
lot
count,
in
it was
Georgia,
infamous
and then
11,779.
he got those 11,000
So
11,000
Donald
votes. You need to
Trump
find me
has the
11,000
same
votes
now,
to
roughly 10 or 20,000 votes than he had
George
in 2020.
Roethlisberger,
That does not
whoever
mean
the
Kamala Harris
Secretary of
goes
State
north.
is or whatever for Georgia.
It just means that she can't. It just means
can't
that
believe
she
he
can't.
actually
It means that
called
there's
him
still
a
math
fucker
out there
and
to
said,
do it,
"Find
and
me
we live for this
11,000
decision.
votes."
That guy's still in his position, by the way.
2024 will not be
That's
identical
crazy.
to 2020.
I heard from he was on the news
States
like
will count
this morning
most
or
votes
yesterday morning
faster.
talking about the
It's
election
unlikely
security
we're
and
gonna
stuff
wait till Saturday.
in
I
Georgia.
say that with some
He
hope,
still has that same job.
as we go through this.
But look at all the
you
blue.
see- yeah,
Look
right.
at all those big
Right.
blue bubbles.
Nothing
The
ever
question
changes.
is,
Yeah.
Donald Trump, 204
You would think that like
votes ahead. It's a healthy
I mean, to
lead,
be fair,
right?
I guess
Especially
he
in
didn't do
states
anything
that
wrong.
were
He was
11,000
propositioned.
last time.
He
So
didn't
look
do
at
the
that number, you say,
propositioning.
oh, wow.
Yeah, very
Republicans,
fair
Donald
enough.
Trump's going to
Yeah.
win Georgia. Hang on. 81%. 20%
Okay,
of the
he's
vote
talking about
is
the
a lot
question
of
we
the
had.
vote, especially when what you're looking for, the votes that are outstanding, larger the circle if you're just joining us, the more live outstanding votes.
Oh wow,
The
okay,
color
it
of
is
the
Atlanta
circle,
that
the
it
way
doesn't have,
the
and
votes
Savannah.
inside those circle are coming in. So
The
Jake, you can look at
big
this
blue
and you can
circles,
say,
the bigger the circle,
you'd
the
rather
more
be Donald
votes
Trump,
are
you'd be
haven't
ahead,
been
but
counted
there's
yet. So the
plenty of
entire
opportunity
Atlanta
for the
hasn't been
vice
counted.
president to make up
So
that
it looks looks like
Ooh.
Georgia is still up
All
for
right, John,
grabs.
and we have some projections for you now. CNN can project that Kamala Harris will win the state of Colorado. Colorado, as expected, will go Democratic with its 10 electoral votes.
Yeah.
CNN can also project that
Again,
Donald Trump
surprised.
will be
not
the winner
surprising,
of
and again, not
Mississippi.
surprising.
As expected,
Not-
Mississippi
definitely
has
not
6
surprised.
electoral votes
I've been
for
to
the
Mississippi.
Republican.
How's
Let's go to
that?
the electoral map right now.
I don't remember it. I was young.
Donald Trump in the lead, 178 electoral votes. Kamala Harris has 91
It seems
electoral
scary.
votes,
It seems like there's, like,
270 electoral votes.
nothing
As
there.
always, needed to win. Let's
Woods
take a
and
look
racist
at the
people.
outstanding
And,
races
I
right
mean, a
now.
bunch of nice black folk, you know.
Arizona joins the map of key race alerts. Kamala
Okay.
Harris has 50%
All right,
of the
Arizona,
vote.
I see you.
Donald Trump has
50%.
49.2% of the vote. That is a 15,478 vote lead for
I want to see the
Kamala
county by
Harris,
county breakdown. I know these
49%
counties. I know the
of
people there.
estimated
Yeah.
vote counted. Kamala Harris in
I know the types of
Wisconsin,
neighborhoods that are in Phoenix,
49.9%
like
of the vote.
Surprise
Donald
and
Trump bringing up the rear,
Glendale and like Litchfield on the west
48% of
side
the
and
vote.
like
Kamala Harris
Scottsdale and
with a
Tempe and
19,910
Mesa and
vote
Gilbert
lead.
on the east and
That's
whatever.
with
Like
43% of the estimated
know how
vote
they
counted
vote.
in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania.
I'd like
Donald
to see a
Trump in the
breakdown in
lead
Maricopa
there now.
County.
50.3% of the vote in Pennsylvania. Kamala Harris has 48.7% of the vote. Donald Trump with a 58,648.
She might not get Pennsylvania.
That's going to be if she does, she's cooked. I think if she doesn't, I mean, because I think if she doesn't,
Unless she gets everything else.
she has to get everything else. But what are the odds of that?
51.8% of the vote. Kamala Harris 47.2%.
Pennsylvania just has too many people.
Donald Trump with a 204,640 vote lead. That's with 81% of the estimated vote in Georgia. In battleground Michigan, Kamala Harris in the lead, 51.1% of the vote. Donald Trump with 47% of the vote. Kamala Harris with a 43,307
It was a little
vote
more,
lead.
but now it's
That's with
kind
an
of
estimated
slimmed down.
19% of the vote in battleground Michigan.
Yeah, I mean, it all
Battleground
depends on
North
what the
Carolina,
data
Donald
we
Trump
don't have here
54% of the
is
vote.
what
Kamala
counties
Harris
haven't been counted, right? Because in
True.
North Carolina, if Charlotte hasn't been
Yeah,
counted,
dude, she lost to North Carolina.
yeah, probably.
That's she's.
Well, I mean,
6%
maybe. I
off.
mean, that's the thing is if they haven't counted Raleigh or Durham or Charlotte, then maybe not because those are all liberal cities.
True, but I'm like, that's too big of a fucking.
50.7% of the
Yeah.
vote. Donald Trump with 47.6%.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's down
of the vote.
200,000 in
That
Georgia too.
means Harris has an 8,592
In the
vote
but
lead
the one
over
the
Trump.
place that
That's
hasn't been
with
counted is
less
Atlanta,
than
which is a city of how many
34% of the
how many
estimated
million
vote
people
in
live in
from New
Atlanta?
Mexico,
Yeah,
still
a
early
decent
in
Two
New
million?
Mexico.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris
Maybe,
takes
actually,
the
don't know.
lead again
I think it's
in
like a- it's
Virginia
like
with
1.2 million.
49.1% of the vote. Donald Trump with 49%
Chicago's
of the vote.
like
Kamala
Chicago's
Harris
2
with
million people,
1,118
and that's not like the
vote lead.
metropolitan
That's
area.
68% of the estimated votes in from Virginia. John, what do you want to talk about?
We have a changing map. We can talk about it all. We'll walk through it. Let's just take a quick look at Virginia.
Oh, no,
And
there's
what
only
happened
500,000
there.
people in
Right,
Atlanta.
so last
In
time
the
I was here
actual
Fairfax,
metro.
There's what happened. Last time I was in
Metropolitan
Fairfax,
area?
there was a much
Yeah.
lower number.
That's
now
not
you
that
get
Well, the greater
largest
okay, the
county
metro
in
area
Virginia.
population of Atlanta in
20-minute
2022 was
drive from
6
DC.
6
Depending on
million.
traffic,
What
it
the
can be
fuck?
a 40-minute drive
Because
from
even
DC.
Seattle's
It's a
4
pretty
million.
20-minute drive at
Yeah.
this time of night.
That's like
It's a
Yeah,
20-minute
Seattle
drive.
or Atlanta's
And
6
that's one of the
million,
things that
Chicago
happened there. You
population
see
the
these close-in
same.
suburbs. Alexandria, much smaller population center. Arlington.
Seattle's like
Very
4
narrow
million
lead still.
You
for the
still
greater
come out to Ellis,
metropolitan
a very,
area.
very narrow
Chicago's
lead.
like
But
almost
again,
3,
So
yeah.
you're looking. This was a 10-point race for
Wait.
Joe Biden.
No,
But
that's
That can't be
even
right.
if Harris
I think
wins
that's just
it,
the
if it's
city.
closer,
Yeah.
Does that tell you you have a more competitive
Chicago,
environment
the city, is
elsewhere?
actually
Or does it tell you
pretty
Donald Trump's doing well in one state? Sometimes there's that. It has a Republican governor since the last presidential election. So you have to be careful about these things. So let's just see what's still out there. This margin's going to change. I mean, there's some Republican votes down here, but there's plenty of opportunity for that tie, slight Harris lead, to turn into something else. It's the surprise of the night so far in terms of how close it is, but it just flipped blue. So let's come back in 20 minutes ago and see how we're doing. This is the most interesting one. Mr. Tapper's home state, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, just flipped red. Remember earlier I was saying the 3 blue wall states had stayed blue throughout the night. We're not nowhere near the end. We are nowhere near the end. We're at 51% right there. But you see that. So here we go. Battleground Pennsylvania, again, one of these.
Yeah, but he just jumped up. He wasn't. She was leading.
Yes.
There. John, I'm sorry to interrupt. We have an update on the outstanding vote in Georgia. If you want to
down
bring
there. Here we go.
Georgia and Gwinnett County. Victor Blackwell's at the Gwinnett County Election Center in the Atlanta
There was a
suburb
bomb,
of
threat.
Lawrenceville.
What?
Victor, what are
There
you
was a bomb
hearing
threat?
about the vote
Really?
count there?
Yeah, they're extending the polling time
Jake,
because they had to
I have,
close the polling
Supervisor
location.
Elections for Gwinnett County with me now.
I think it was this one. Maybe it was a different one.
For a few minutes here, we've been told that there is a large tranche of votes that's soon going to be reported. How many and how soon?
Yeah, we're just working with the state to go over it. We have uploaded it to the state, so they're just
Zach
going through
Manifold.
it, and it should be up here in
That's
a few
a
minutes.
porn name if I
so,
ever heard one.
Yeah, about 320,000.
Sounds like a cart part.
advanced
Yeah.
and
Vin Diesel.
in person and
Zach Manifold.
So 323,000, and when you say minutes, we're talking 5, 10 minutes?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
well,
It's
mechanics
with the
versus
state.
aliens.
So, they'll review it and then they'll tell us.
I feel like that's where,
when to
like,
push the
you ever
results.
seen Fast and
And can you
Furious?
simplify
Sure.
what
First,
in
like,
the
5 or 6.
adjudication
Did you
process
see how, like, later
held
on how,
up
like,
these
they're going
votes
down,
for
like, a
hours?
weird-ass
Yeah,
path
it's
of,
just
like,
the images
Yeah,
look
like almost
dropping
like sci-fi
tank-
movie.
yeah, like
That
dropping
happens. It
tanks
usually,
from the
isn't that
sky
slow.
to
It
land,
was
like,
just
400
literally,
feet down and just, like...
kind of
Yeah, it went off the rails. Because
Yeah.
like the first couple were good.
like I said,
Oh,
we
they're
gotta-
I
fantastic.
like the. I think it was the
moving
5th one was
forward
like just a
and getting
heist in
out these
Brazil or
results.
something.
This is also
Yeah.
I like that one.
But after that, they started going
I
crazy,
don't think I've
man.
seen after
I
that.
don't know. I was not
They
here
started
in
going
2020, so
crazy,
I'm not
like,
sure,
they-
I
they're
know
like-
had,
The
issues
most recent
similar,
one
but
that they had
I'm
him,
not
like,
sure.
So
a helicopter
this
for like
has
holding
now
on
been
to like
resolved.
a
We should not
car,
expect
and
this to
then
be
they're
a
like
problem
dropping
with
the car,
adjudicating
and the
ballots
car
moving
like drops
forward.
into a
No,
skyscraper,
you
goes
shouldn't
through
see
the
this with
window,
Election Day, and we
shoots a
actually
bunch
do
of
have
people,
all,
drives through the
156,
window into the next
precincts,
skyscraper through the windows.
Wasn't there one where they were in
locations,
Dubai
cards are in
or
the
Abu
office
Dhabi?
now,
I
so
think it was
we've got
Dubai.
Something like that, bro.
Yeah, and they
they're
like
actually
drive
gonna
through,
start
like they
running those, memory cards now.
drive
So after
through the
those
top of one of the
323,
towers, like the
it should
Burj
move
Khalifa,
pretty quickly.
and then
Yeah,
like across like a
we're
gap
expecting
of
it,
however long
pick
into
up.
another window.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Just
I remember
some-
that scene, but I didn't see the movie.
Yeah, but well, that's what I'm saying. The next one could very well be like aliens. Like
Yeah.
we need these men to drive these cars into space to
take
take out
It's
the
a plot
fucking.
of. Did you ever see Armageddon,
Well,
where they had to
yeah.
get the oil riggers and
Yeah.
the oil rig guys?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. But with
Yeah.
aliens
Very
instead of like
steadily
the
here
astro.
tonight. They've had these memory
Yeah.
cards coming in. They're
Oh my
uploading
God,
the day
Man, I
of
don't care
election
about
vote,
this.
and they're hoping in Fulton County to be able to upload all.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. Picked up. A couple.
How many people?
In Arizona?
How many percentage are we? 48%.
In Arizona, 48, 29 in New Mexico, Georgia's, what does that say, 80 something?
88.
88?
That's close.
200,000 still? Or
150,000. 100.
what? No, 100. Oh, yeah, 150,000, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that.
Yeah, I mean, Virginia? Was Virginia a blue state or a red state? I don't
Yeah, it's a blue state.
Oh, okay.
It's always been a blue state for the most part. It could be a swing state, like if it's a really popular. No way. Oh, it's only 8% reporting. It's like there's no way Maine goes red. Maine fucks up the entire electoral process.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I'm sure. Apparently, New Hampshire is real big. I was talking to a guy from New Hampshire. He's like, libertarians have taken over New Hampshire.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, apparently, it's like an epidemic of libertarians have just taken.
Sounds like a
over.
South Park episode.
I'm gonna stop the audio recording. This is just taking up computer space, and we're not
Yeah.
gonna be able to use this. There's just
Yeah.
too much dead space, and just,
There is, correct.
Yeah, we're looking at stuff the whole time. I'm just gonna like close this out. I'll delete that later. If we need audio, we'll strip it from the video, but
That's fine. That's fine.
yeah, I can't edit a 3-hour podcast anyway, or audio, because like
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. I don't know. Let's see what this guy has to say for a bit. Let's check in with MSNBC. Oh, dude. Is this all MSNBC is? Oh, this is. I think it's just like.
What is going on?
I don't think it's their main.
Oh, it's like a side cam?
Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Is it not the main?
Maria Cantwell is fighting to restore our
I may
rights.
have been on the wrong feed. It might have just been like the Kaneki cam or whatever, like a side cam.
Oh my god.
That would have been funny.
The whole time
Remember the whole time just watching some dudes like. I guess it is. It's different. Yeah, there's actually. No, but they're way behind on their. Reporting.
Damn, Trump's got 207, man.
Yeah, this is different. The other one has CNN has it as like 191 plus. Damn, MSNBC got John Williams to their score. Oh, there's a new like John Williams like documentary coming out.
That's the guy. That's the song that goes. No? Who's John Williams?
John Williams. He's the guy who did the score for like Jurassic Park and Indiana Jones, and Star Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, who's? I know there's a person named Williams.
That's Beethoven or something, isn't it?
No, look. I swear to God, that's like Williams.
I don't know.
I swear to God, I don't know.
If
it is, that's fucking ridiculous.
84%, but this is the #1 population center, largest population center of the state, also a hugely Democratic area of the state. That's where we're waiting for votes. Also, Gwinnett County #2 in terms of the population, plus the other counties right around Atlanta. Any path to a Democratic victory, Jake, has to come there. So when we get more of those votes, we'll be able to at least get closer to being able to answer
I
the
think my
question.
dog's definitely
Is that lead that Donald Trump has safe, or are there enough votes out there for the vice president not only to catch up, but to
really
pass?
annoying, actually.
All right, John, thanks so much. We have another projection. CNN can project.
Oh, good. I'm used to it.
Will win the
I
state
work
of
with them.
Ohio is expected will go to Donald Trump.
Wow.
Ohio with 17 electoral votes. What does that mean for the electoral count map? Donald Trump has 100.
Yeah, see, the other one had Trump is like 212 or whatever.
Kamala Harris has 91 electoral votes. 270 are needed to win. John King?
Well, Jake, as we watch more of the map fill in, and this is welcome to election night, we're now at, 10:20 in the east, and we're moving across. We see votes as far west as Montana, and New Mexico and Arizona starting to come into the map. We haven't touched this one all night. Let's take a quick look out there in Arizona. I haven't said Maricopa County on election night, and it's 10:24. That's an outrage. You see right here the Arizona stat coming in. It's very
Arizona's
close,
cool.
right there.
It's not like Bainbridge Island. If you've ever been to Bainbridge,
so that's pretty
where it's just like
fascinating.
bougie shopping centers and like
So
wineries and
let's
stuff.
get back there in a minute. Let's move
It's
more
like what
to the
Sedona
east.
is. It's
Some
like
of the battlegrounds
Maybe I
that
have
we
been to
know
Bainbridge. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, this is one of those islands out west that's like.
What about Hawaii and Alaska? Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck. Like 3 votes. The three will go to for Alaska will go to Trump, and I think it's the 4 will go to Hawaii. Harris for Hawaii.
And we're only at 47%.
It's just not. There's no. It's never contested.
And so there are two ways this happens. Either Donald Trump is overperforming someplace where he hasn't before.
You mean nothing, Hawaii. You hear that, Alaska?
Dude,
you are nothing.
I wonder if like there's even like a campaign stop. Like maybe Palin stumped for Trump in Alaska or something. But like I wonder if anybody showed up for Harris in Alaska or Hawaii rather.
A lot of red dots as well. And so
I bet they did it.
Trump with a very narrow lead in Wisconsin, which
because we have I know what the fuck's her face.
20,000 votes and change, 22,000 votes, 20,000 votes. This certainly shapes up to look like
Tulsi Gabbard. I know probably
she
was voting, pushing for Trump over there.
Yeah, she endorsed, changed parties and endorsed Trump.
Wisconsin once again
so
is incredibly close.
Yeah.
So let's come back out and move over to battleground.
What happened? Like, what about RFK? I wonder how many votes he got.
Nobody's caring about RFK. Yeah, I want to hear like. I want to look at like. Well, I think the Google.
Washington County, Ann Arbor is her district. Over the weekend, she got a lot of attention for saying she was
What about all the other ones?
I think Google has it.
I was texting with her a little while ago. She says she's cautiously optimistic now.
2.25 million, and Jill Stein got more than Robert Kennedy. That's cool.
Cautiously optimistic, according to.
And who the fuck is Chase Oliver? Libertarian, yeah. 318. He got the same as Jill Stein.
Home of the University of Michigan.
Yeah.
Is this all states? Yeah. What about other candidates? My God, there's like almost nothing.
Yeah, I can't even expand on them.
Students who live out of state to switch their registration to Michigan, so they vote in a battleground state. If you're from a state that's not a battleground state, so this is very
surprised. I feel like more people like.
Well, I mean, Jill Stein got a lot of votes.
Yeah, but in 2016 she got 4% of the vote. That's 5% of the vote. That's pretty big, man.
Yeah, we'll see what it shakes out to tonight. But I mean, I imagine that a lot of California, Washington, and Oregon voters are probably going to be voting for Jill Stein and Claudia Karina. So like that's where I think a bulk of those votes are going to come from. You know, it's probably not a lot of Jill Stein voters in Nebraska, Wisconsin.
It's not Wisconsin, 20,000 votes. It's not Georgia, 11,000 votes. It's not Arizona, 10,000 votes. It's 154,000 votes. So if you want to argue a 2020 replay, the vice president has a little bit more to lose in a state Joe Biden won relatively comfortably when it comes to the battlegrounds. But still, if you're the vice president of the United States, you don't like the fact that Washtenaw County is so close. So now we come up to Ingham County. This is where you find Michigan State University, Lansing, the state capital. The combination of those two things, the state capital and a big university, normally says that's a Democratic area. And it is. It's at 59% if you round up for the vice president. But again, go back in time.
Wow.
Danger zone.
Nobody's coming out for Harris.
For the president 4 years ago. How much can she give
up?
Let
this possibly be a lesson that if you perpetrate a genocide, people aren't excited to vote for you.
Exactly.
If she loses, dude, she has nothing to lose but herself. I mean, she has no one to blame but herself. People told her, like, hey, if you do this, we'll support you.
It's not even her. It's the Democratic Party.
Yeah, I mean, it's bigger than just her, but, like, she was the face and the campaigning voice of that party.
Where is she overperforming at the moment? Kent County. That's Grand Rapids and the suburbs around it 15 years ago. Even in 2016, Donald Trump won this county. 15 years ago, reliably Republican, Western Michigan. You see right now with 27% of the vote in.
It's crazy that
Trump
Biden did better than Trump, or did better than Harris. Which I guess isn't that crazy, because people hated Trump. People just didn't want Trump anymore.
So let's blank this out and come back up.
Yeah, Democrats were just really energized to vote against Trump.
Constituency. Looks like at the moment she's losing with young voters in counties where those voters are important. Can you make it up somewhere else?
Yeah.
One place I would look because of the size of the population. The second largest county in Michigan is Oakland County. These are the Detroit, just north of, here's the Detroit right here. If you follow M&M, think about 8 Mile Road, 12 Mile Road, here's where we are. You come up into Oakland County, you come up into Macomb County. Oakland County, she's at 54% with 6 in 10 votes counted.
Interesting that Detroit
so you go back in time
is red.
And look, 56%. Again, underperforming the President of the United States.
Oh, no, it's
a
not.
county that is absolutely critical. For 4 years ago,
I thought that was red
Joe Biden
before,
had 56,
but I guess not.
Michigan?
right now.
No,
She's at 54.
yeah, it is. Detroit
She
itself,
got some to lose. And you go
the
county
county
by
that Detroit is in.
county, and she's a little behind. You
Surprising
start to
because
worry
I know
about the
there's a
map,
lot of
but
black
then you
folk
see
in
this, though.
Detroit.
Yeah, well,
you would-
yeah, Biden
This
took it
one stays
in
blue,
2020, but
Vice
not
President's going to win
Harris.
Michigan. This is Macomb County, birthplace of the Reagan Democrat, if you will. It's the auto industry. It's General Dynamics. It's blue-collar people. It's a lot of union workers. The tug-of-war for the union leaders to try to convince their members to vote Democratic instead of voting for Trump. This is Exhibit A of the laboratory of that. Trump tends to get 50%, somewhere in that ballpark, of the union vote. We'll watch how that plays out. At the moment, again, only 12%, but the vice president is ahead at the moment. If you go back to 2020, that's why I point this out. If she's losing a little bit in Washtenaw, losing a little bit in Ingham, it'd be nice to make it up in Macomb. Joe Biden got 45% right there. The challenge for the vice president's campaign would have been happy, I think, with a 45 there, actually, if they're doing everything else somewhere. We'll watch as that one plays out, if she can keep her lead in Macomb County. Again, here's an aberration.
18,000 votes
Donald
up.
Trump is not going to win Wayne County. We only have, 6,000 votes there, a little more than 6,000 votes when you add it up. This is Detroit.
Oh, it's okay.
But-
there it is. That answers my
I will
question.
say,
It says it's an aberration. There's just not
Hamtramck
enough
and
counted.
Dearborn are
It's only,
here
yeah,
in
1%.
Wayne County.
Yeah.
That's
That was
where
going to say that's
hundreds of
surprising
thousands
that
of
a major
Americans
city like
voted for
Detroit
Joe
would go
Biden
to
in
a
2020.
Republican.
He won that vote overwhelmingly, and they are mad at the White
Like,
House. because
just
of Israel
Republicans
and
don't
Gaza
win
and
population
Hamas.
centers.
And so
Not
let's
even
see what
like
happens. This is
5%,
1%
like off by
report.
5, like
Wayne
6.
County will be blue.
wouldn't
Yeah,
even
that's like
like-
that's like a
The margin in
60-40
Wayne
thing,
County
yeah.
Will matter and will matter huge in deciding who wins the state.
Huge.
Again, the president of the United States, Joe Biden, getting 68%.
70-30.
Donald Trump
Almost.
just 30%. When we come to the
She'll
end
probably
of
get
the
like
night,
65.
these numbers are meaningless.
Yeah.
When we come to the end of the night,
These numbers are
where's
meaningless.
Harris and where's Trump? Where's Trump? Is he getting more black voters? Is he getting any of that Arab American vote?
Cradle those
Last time I
balls,
was
my
out there,
brother.
Trump's prospects weren't great. There are a lot of people saying they might vote for Jill Stein or just skip the presidential line because of their anger at the White House over that. Commonwealth of Pennsylvania at the
All right,
moment
we
is
get one
shaded
in
red.
Pennsylvania.
Still, again, we're not done, but for Donald Trump, that would be recreating the 2016 map. He's leading in Wisconsin. He's leading in Pennsylvania. Right
Less
now
than
he's trailing
2%.
in Michigan. He's getting close, right? He's getting close. So he's at
100,000.
51% right now. 106,000 votes ahead in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
left?
Only
Yeah,
at
that's what it's gonna
56%,
come down
though.
to.
Only at 56% reporting, so a long way to go. So you're asking what's missing. Again, let's just see what's outstanding. Start there. And you step back and
Pittsburgh.
look at that. You see there's still
Erie.
the small circle means not a lot of people live there. But you see a lot of places where Donald Trump's still going to get votes, and I'll come back to that in a minute. But you see
Yeah,
a lot
like
of rural areas
Philadelphia,
where you still have
Harrisburg,
outstanding votes,
Pittsburgh,
right?
Erie.
And then at home, your eyes tell you, oh, look, Philly in the suburbs, huge. Lehigh Valley right here, Allentown.
Allentown, yeah.
Harrisburg over here.
Scranton.
Pittsburgh
Scranton's small.
over there.
Mhm.
Bigger blue
How big is
circles. That
Scranton?
tell you, you're right.
Pretty small.
If you think that
Small
means
town.
there's math out there
From
for
the
Vice
office?
President to catch
Yeah,
up.
I
You're
thought it was a
absolutely right.
little
That
bit
means
bigger.
There's math out there.
It's gotta have
for
like
the Vice President
100,000.
to catch up. But
I don't
do
know.
not underestimate
lot.
these. Just do not underestimate these. This is Beaver County, Bedford County, excuse me. We're at 81%. Donald Trump's getting
Damn.
83% of the vote.
That's
It's
Trump
not
country.
a ton of votes.
Yeah,
He's
but there's
getting
only like
83%
20,000
of the
people
vote.
there.
Then
Yeah.
you come over here. If you watch David Urban on our air, these are the counties he looks at all the time. Western Pennsylvania. This is Washington
This one is
County.
bigger.
Yeah, that's what,
72% of the
almost 100,000
voting.
people.
Trump getting 60%. Let's compare it. Trump getting 61. He's 61%. So he's running about roughly what he did last time there. I guess you could argue whether or
Little
not he
less.
needs to improve on that or not. Beaver County, this is a key Trump country out here. 66%. See about a 10,000 vote margin. This is a medium-sized rural county, right? Some of them are a couple hundred votes. This one here, you're doing some business. Again, in a state that's very close, you take 10,000 extra votes. Only 33% of the vote in here. Trump's at 66%. Almost more importantly, can she match Joe Biden? In counties you lose, can you at least be competitive? Can you at least pick up votes? She's at 33% in Beaver County. White, working class, blue-collar workers. Joe Biden at 40%. That's a big difference. That's a big margin. Again, we're not done with the count. We're not done with the count there. That's 33% of the vote. There's a long way to go. But if
Yeah,
you're in
but
the
what
Vice
matters
President's
is like
campaign,
she's already going
and
to
you
win
know,
those
you had,
fucking votes.
You,
and
you
I'm
had
like,
Senator
I don't know.
Fetterman out there
Yeah.
for you, trying to help you. The Vice President herself was out campaigning in the Pittsburgh area just the
Yeah,
other
they've
day.
spent like the last few days in
You want to improve
Pennsylvania.
your standing there. You know Donald Trump's going to win those
They
counties.
both
You're just
recognize
trying to cut
Pennsylvania
into
as
his
kind of
margin
like the linchpin
in
of
a
this whole
close
thing.
state.
So
Yeah.
both her
Bedrock
and Trump have
Democrats
just
will go
been,
west to east.
all over
Second
Pennsylvania.
largest county in
I think
Pennsylvania. There are
Trump went to
67
like
of them in all.
3
Again,
states today, though, or
74%,
yesterday, rather.
So more votes to
How to
count
go 3
Pittsburgh,
states in one day? That's
suburbs
crazy.
surrounding
I think
Allegheny
Pennsylvania,
County,
North
East
Carolina, and
Country,
like Michigan or
much
whatever,
different,
private
diversified
jet, they're all
economy
pretty
now.
close to each other.
61%
You know,
for the Vice
hour
President.
flight, hour and a half
Come back
flight.
Here, 60%
Maybe.
for the
Yeah.
president. So
I think presidential
Little
campaigns they hit
under-president,
like
some of these smaller rural
5,
counties,
6
maybe
states in
little
a day. Like as they
over-president
get near the
there.
end,
We'll see how this
you
one
give a
comes
you give a
out.
speech at noon in
Bring
Arizona,
your full
2 in
state into focus.
California,
I just
like
wanna move
3 in
on very
Washington.
quickly.
You just
You
give
look at
speeches. You
Bucks
ride
County
the
at 34%.
you ride
A
the
lot of
day
red
you
votes
ride the
still to be
time
counted.
zones
Montgomery
west, you know, and you
at
just like
34.
if you plan it right and play it
6%
right, you
still
can
a
get
lot
like
of votes
5,
to be
6
counted.
states in a
Chester
day. I
only
think.
at 11%.
It's crazy,
And
actually.
Delaware
Yeah.
only at 25. So in the suburbs, right around where Jake Tapper grew
Yeah,
up,
the West Wing.
say Democratic leaning, and a lot of votes still to be
That
counted.
show
So
from
it's a good
like
number
the early
for
2000s,
Trump
late
now.
90s.
Emphasis on now.
It's like a pretty
Yeah,
like
I mean, the points you're making are
super
so
heavy-handed
resonant because
liberal
I
like Aaron
remember,
Sorkin
when
show.
everybody was trying to
But in
figure
one of the
out,
later
how did
seasons,
Hillary
it's
Clinton
like
lose
shows of what a
Pennsylvania in
presidential election's
2016?
like.
It wasn't that
I mean,
she
as
ran
far as
so
like a
much
TV
under
show
how
can
Obama
show it.
had done
It was pretty
in
interesting.
2012, although
It was
she
Jimmy
did.
Smits was the
It was
character running for
really
president.
just how
And
much
Alan
better
Arkin was the
Trump
Republican.
did
You know
in
who
those
Alan Arkin
rural
is from MASH and all that?
counties than Mitt Romney did. It was more the overperformance of
interesting.
Trump than the underperformance of
I
Hillary Clinton.
faintly remember MASH.
We'll see.
When I was really
You ever watch
exactly,
MASH?
what
Yeah.
happens tonight, of course. David Chalian, what are you seeing in the exit polling about the Latino vote?
Yeah, we wanted to look across all 3 blue wall states. That
Oh, Alan
Donald
Arkin's
just
funny.
walking
He's
us
a
through, looking at this slice of the vote,
old
the
school
Latino
actor.
vote in the blue wall states. Now, they only make up 6% of the electorate in each of these states, but look at the difference in the margin. So, Harris is getting in Pennsylvania 58% of the Latino vote, again, 6% of the electorate, to Donald Trump's 41%. That's a 17-point advantage. But 4 years ago, Biden beat Trump with Latinos in Pennsylvania by 42 points. So that is a huge movement for Trump in narrowing that gap. Similar story in Michigan. You see
refresh this.
the Latino vote makes up 6% of share.
I think we're pretty far behind. Let's see. This number says 2450.
Is winning the Latino.
I think that we like just get behind. Yeah, like 3 minutes behind.
Yeah,
Since
that's
Madison
weird.
Square Garden, we've been talking, John King. If
Oh,
you're
did you
over
see all
there
the
at
Madison
map,
Square Garden nonsense?
About 2
No.
particular
Oh, about how the
towns
Nazi
in
rally, but then like
Pennsylvania,
back in the day,
Allentown
but now
and
it's like
Reading. I
Elon
believe
Musk.
it's Lehigh
No, it was one of the. Well, yeah, that too. But there was one of
So here, this map you're looking at now just shows you.
one of the
it's not
comedians at a
very
rally
large
at one of the big
Latino
Trump
population
rallies
in
said the Puerto Rico
Pennsylvania.
floating
Call
garbage.
it-
thing.
call
Just
it
a minute.
trash.
Where you do see the
Yeah, like a
decongestion
trash island.
is
Yeah,
where you have the higher
pretty
Bro,
racist.
so
Just
stupid.
pretty
That's
racist
really
stuff.
Hinchcliffe,
You
bro.
see the
Like, what the fuck?
concentration in
Yeah, I
Allentown,
mean-
that's Lehigh
I wasn't
County, and
expecting
you see the
that. I
concentration in the
understand that
Reading
he's like
area.
really kind of like
That's
edgy
Berks
and
Who
County.
was
shit.
it?
Correct about
What's his
that.
Tony
name?
Hinchcliffe.
Just want to
Oh.
come out,
I
nationally.
didn't
runs-
never heard
he
of it.
runs,
Pennsylvania
Kill
has nowhere
Tony,
near
the,
Latino
it's a show on
population of
YouTube.
Florida or Texas
And
or
it's got
Arizona,
millions of
but
views every week.
in a battleground state, a small population can make the difference, right? So let's come off that and come back into Pennsylvania 2024. Where were they? This is the interesting part. The exit polls were taken of people as they leave the polls, right? We're still counting votes. So some of this may not have kicked in yet in the math, if you will. People say that when they leave the polls. We don't know what precincts or Allentown are in. I don't anyway out here right now. Some of our people can jump at me if they do, if they have that information. But Lehigh County, the 10th largest of the 67 counties in Pennsylvania. It's important. It's a blue-collar county. So 53 to 45 right now, only 43% of the vote. So let's watch and see when we get higher up if this percentage changes. But just come out of this and look at 2020. Right, Joe Biden, she's about matching Joe Biden. Trump's at 46. I'm going to focus on him. So you come here, he's at 45. And then Berks County here, I come down to. I spent a lot of time in Berks County in this campaign, and it's gone back to being Republican. It was blue earlier, and we're at 92%. So maybe a little bit there, Jake. We'll study a little bit more closely as we go through this.
All right, we have some projections right now.
Here we go. Projection update.
CNN can project that Iowa will go to Donald Trump
Oh.
as expected.
Whoa.
Iowa and 6
There it
electoral
was.
votes will go to Donald Trump.
A little glimmer of hope
CNN can also
dashed.
project that Kansas will go to Donald Trump. Kansas and its 6 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. So that's 12 additional electoral votes for Donald Trump, who now has 207 electoral votes. Kamala Harris has 91 electoral votes. There are 207
Starting to tighten a little bit, dude.
needed to win. Donald Trump holding
I
a
mean, she's going to get,
sizable
like we
lead.
said, 100 or so on the West Coast. But what is it? 2075 on the West Coast.
Key battleground states.
California almost looks like a Soviet flag or something.
Yeah, the black stripes.
That's
on
kind
the
of
yellow field.
That's kind of cool. It's
Oh,
like
that right there. Yeah, the 3
straight
stars.
red.
Yeah.
I kind of like that, like a straight red flag with 3 stars.
3 white stars. Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
I mean, it's essentially just the Chinese flag, but with a different arrangement of the stars. Ow. Oh my god, I don't want to do an ad break.
Back to MSNBC.
Yeah.
We went from the libs to the super libs.
With libs to the super libs.
Oh my god, this fucking music.
See, this isn't even live coverage either. It's just like updates, like graphical updates. Yeah, I think the Senate, the Republicans are going to take the Senate too. That's bad though, because if Trump does win, the Republicans are going to take the Senate and the House probably. Let's see how many they picked up in the House. Yeah, they gained 3. They're going to have complete control of Supreme Court. They're going to have legislative, judicial, and presidency, dude. It's
We're
like,
so fucked, dude.
we're cooked, dude. We're cooked. Yeah, let me mute this music. Turn this down. Yeah, if Trump wins, dude, it's all ogre. It's all ogre now. Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Cooked. Oh my god, look at these. Look at this red.
What? Oh, it's only 24%.
Yeah, it's still early.
Oh my god. I don't know, man. This is crazy.
Yeah. We'll have to kind of find out what happens tonight and tomorrow. But like we said, this 55, this 12, and this 8 or 9, I forget how many. They're going to her, so we can add 75 to this total. That'll put her almost at 200. So it's not as, I mean, it's closer than it looks.
What's Arizona looking like?
50% reporting. Where are we at? Oh, Ruben Gallego. Looks like he's gonna win. Oh no, this guy won. Rick Scott. That's a bummer. Oh wait, what the hell's happening? Oh, that's Florida. Okay, this is like.
Rick Scott win.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, wait, my brain just glitched out.
I was like, how the hell did Rick Scott?
What a dumb way to do this. Yeah.
It is.
Damn, Republican governors are taking it. Wait, if I wanted to just see... Yeah, because Ruben Gallego is a congressman. Oh, I guess he's running for Senate. Never mind. Oh, Jesus, I'm all over the place. He's running for Senate. Who else is running for Senate? Ted Cruz. Oh, yeah, we should have been keeping an eye on that race.
72% reporting.
Yeah, he's only up by, what, 53, though? Yeah.
Interesting.
How do you... I wish you could, like... I wish if you clicked on a state, it, like, actually gave you, like, you know, more detail. I don't
Don't
know.
forget about Hawaii, Dad, for that a couple points.
Yeah.
Honolulu.
Yeah, it's only 3 points for Hawaii, I think, though. Oh, no, it's 4. 4 for Hawaii.
3 for Alaska.
3 for Alaska. The fuck? What happened to my map? Oh, my God. My map. Obama, please.
Mama, please.
Election results. Oh.
That 210, man.
Yep. 60 more to go. For your boy, DJ TJ. Oh, wait. DJ TJ is the son.
Damn. Not that many people voted. How many people voted?
For what?
It says 46. I'm so stupid.
What, about 100 million so far?
Yeah.
What was 2020? Like 160 million? It was like 80 and like 75 or something. Total votes cast?
Yeah.
I think it was around there. I think it definitely broke the record for the most votes ever cast, and we're not even half that. But like nobody, these aren't popular candidates, right? Like people aren't energized to vote for either one of these people.
100%.
Yeah. Is anybody watching the stream?
No, it says 4.
Oh, okay. Shout out to those 4 people.
One of them's me. So.
Shout out to those 3 people. One of them's your fiance.
Is CNN back?
Oh, probably. Nope.
And MSNBC's garbage.
Yeah, it's just like graphical updates. Let's see. I mean, we can go see if there's other coverage on YouTube somewhere. What the fuck is this? NBC.
I know Hassan's watching it right now.
David Pakman Show.
Oh God, please no.
Do you know what's really fun? Making a website on.
Making a website on Wix, dude. That's crazy.
Fucking make that website for us.
here at
See what these guys got to say. This is what NBC.
All right, Allison, thank you so much. We're going to take a short break right here. Many more poll closings coming up at the top of this hour, including California and its whopping 54 electoral votes, and a look at who's ahead in the race to 270 on election night.
I'm probably gonna kick you out at like 8:30, 9.
Okay.
That should give us a pretty good idea of like the ones that are still in up for grabs, and then we'll have some idea of California, Oregon, and Washington.
Got that.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. We're back.
Back
We're back, baby.
But a
CNN
4,004
seems to be
up,
kind of
that
like
just increased, so to a 5,000 to a
the good one.
6,556 lead ahead of Kamala Harris.
Yeah,
with an
it's a pretty tight lead.
estimated 55%.
And that's only 55.
6,000?
Yeah, only 55,000 reporting.
Donald Trump maintaining his lead, 50.9% of the vote. Kamala Harris is 48.1% of the vote.
It's still
Donald Trump with a
1.8.
121,000 plus vote lead. That's with 61% of the estimated vote in from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. In Georgia, Donald Trump maintaining his lead with 51.2% of the vote. Kamala Harris has 48% of the vote.
I mean, that lead dropped 20,000 or 50,000, but
980 vote lead.
Hey, man, it's only
Estimated
3.2.
86%
Actually,
of the
that's
vote in.
yeah, I mean, it was 200,000. Now
Kamala
it's
Harris in the lead.
150,000. Oh, Michigan.
Of the vote.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember if she was up or not earlier.
she was up, but she was not by much.
1,000 vote lead. That's with 27% of the estimated vote in from Battleground Michigan. In North Carolina, Donald Trump maintaining his lead. He has 50.7% of the vote. Kamala Harris with 47.9% of the vote. Donald Trump is 134,000 plus votes ahead with 84% of the estimated vote in the Tar Heel state. In Virginia, Kamala Harris still in the lead, 49.9% of the vote. Donald Trump has 48.3% of the vote. Kamala Harris is maintaining a 55,000 plus vote lead with 3/4 of the vote in there. In Virginia, 75% of the estimated vote. And then in New Mexico, Kamala Harris with 53.2% of the vote in the lead there. Donald Trump has 44.9% of the vote. Kamala Harris has 48,589 more votes than Donald Trump right now with an estimated 65%.
Yeah, so nothing
of the
super.
vote. Still about a third of the vote left
You
to
know.
count in New Mexico. And Boris
Unknown.
Sanchez has a new projection for us in the fight for control of the U.S. Senate. Boris?
Yeah,
There we go. Here's some Senate updates.
Projections to bring you, beginning with history being made in the state of Maryland. There, the executive of Prince George's County, Democrat Angela Alsobrooks, will defeat former two-term Republican Governor Larry Hogan.
Oh.
She becomes the first African-American person ever elected to the Senate from the state of Maryland. Another projection to bring you, this one from the state of Delaware. Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester defeats Eric Hansen, a former Walmart executive. The Democrat here.
Wow.
Walmart executive.
They just straight up Walmart. They said, let me skip the bribing and let me run.
A projection to bring you in the Northeast, this time in New York. There, incumbent Democratic Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, a former presidential candidate. She will
Remember when she ran for
third
president?
full term in office as she defeats former NYPD detective Mike Sapercone. Let's get you some updates on the Republican side, beginning with the Lone Star State of Texas.
Ted Cruz won.
Going into the night, Democrats had
Look at this guy, bro. I just want to fucking hit him.
Fucking hate him so much.
Theoretically, with words.
Yeah, hang him with words.
I don't want to actually
Take him out back and shoot him with words.
Yeah. But his face, it's asking.
It's just so. It's a very punchable face.
Yes, thank you.
An update now from Mississippi.
Roger Wicker.
Oh my, dude. This guy looks like an alien.
Dude.
Where do they get these
That guy
people?
fucks.
Yeah.
Children.
Okay, bro. I was not. Oh God, I really hope not.
I hope not too, but that looks like a creepy pastor.
Yeah.
Barrasso reelected in Wyoming. Some more projections to bring you.
Oh, Josh Hawley, dude, that guy's such a fucking turd.
Just look at his.
God, I hate that man.
Like,
that's a punchable face.
It is really a punchable face. Like a lot of these, I don't know what it is about Republicans, but they have like this weirdly like odd like face where like I don't know, I'm scared of you.
Yeah. What is that? What does that say below there? The U.S. Senate, 35 Democrats includes one. Oh, independent.
Oh, okay.
I think, and then Republicans picked up one.
It's probably Bernie.
Yeah, I think Vermont was called for Bernie, so he's included in the.
How long, dude? It just keeps going.
Katrina Christensen, Kramer reelected in North Dakota. So what do all
He
these
just keeps
results
going,
mean
bro.
Yeah.
for the magic number?
How old is he now? Like 82? He got reelected.
Remember, they started
Yeah, is he 82?
Yeah, I think he was like a year older than Biden.
Right now, that number with a pickup in West Virginia is 1. And
Something like
currently, at
that.
this
I'm gonna
moment,
look it up.
Republicans are leading in 4 races where Democrats hold seats. But hold on, because
Yeah,
that
looks like he
needs
won.
some context. 2 of these states are fairly early. One of them is Montana.
What if he lost
and
one
that
day?
race is expected to be competitive.
What?
The other one is
He's
Minnesota,
83.
in which we're
He's
not
83?
really
Yeah.
that
What if he
close to
lost,
the
dude? That'd be
race
so funny if he
tonight.
runs.
There's
This
also
got to be
a
his last run because
twist. I'll
Senator
explain
served
that
for
in just
6
a
years.
moment.
He's gonna be
Take a look
89.
as some
He's gonna be the next
No, I
fucking
wanted to run
Feinstein,
again.
dude. Yeah, he's gonna
Well,
be
I
the
mean,
next Feinstein.
He's there though. Like he's mentally there.
Yeah, still for now, but who's to say 6 years from now?
6 years from now, if
That's
he's
a big
not
difference
there.
between 83 and 89. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Runs again, wins.
He'll be fucking 95, dude.
Runs again.
The 101-year-old. Oh, damn,
God.
Sherrod Brown's gonna lose.
Nearly $500 million spent on this race, and currently
$500 million?
Yeah, they wanted that seat, man.
Democrat Sherrod Brown with 261,000
Oh, Sherrod. I say
votes,
Sherrod.
84%
I've always called him
vote
Sherrod
in
Brown.
Ohio, where now Donald Trump has won the Buckeye State 3 times in a row. And this is the twist.
Who
I
the
was
fuck is
talking
this
about
guy?
before. No one expected this Senate race in Nebraska would be this close. You have Dan Osborne, an independent who is not.
Who the fuck is this guy? Running against
Second
the
independent, then it's in the Senate, I guess.
Hold up, I gotta look up this guy.
Dan Osborne.
Republican Deb Fisher.
Who the fuck is Dan Osborne, bro?
Yeah. I will admit I haven't really been paying attention to like national
I haven't
Senate
either.
government and governor and House races.
Give you a look at the balance of power, the raw numbers. Democrats hold 35 seats, Republicans 48. Again, with that one pickup of West Virginia, but there are 17.
Democrats need to pick up. Well, it looks like they did. It looks like they got an independent. They booted a Republican incumbent from a seat by that Nebraska independent pickup. So at least that negates the Republican pickup.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it, you know.
Dan Osborne is a U.S. Navy veteran, industrial mechanic, former labor union leader, and independent candidate in the regular 2024 United States Senate election in Nebraska. Osborne served in the Nebraskan Army National Guard before working at Kellogg's Omaha plant.
The White House. Let's go back to Abby Phillip at Harris Campaign Headquarters.
If I were to ever run, I'd just run as an independent.
The Harris campaign.
It's easier to explain. You just say I'm an independent. I'm not affiliated with any of the two major parties.
Let me just give you
All right,
a
I'm gonna
gut check
close
here
down to
about
this.
what we are hearing.
I don't care about their,
I'm just
individual.
trying to see like who is the guy.
Oh, Dan Osborne.
Hmm. Looks like he's just a huge union dude.
That's a good thing.
Huge amount of unions are literally going for him.
Yeah.
But what is he?
Yeah, like what are his politics?
Yeah.
Here, actually, I'm gonna reload this page. Maybe we can pass.
All right,
this.
here we go. Cut taxes for small business and the middle class.
Fine. That's a pretty popular talking point.
A secure border for a secure country.
Okay, that's a little fashy, but all right.
He says legal immigration helped to build this country and is critical to Nebraska's economy. Illegal immigration creates a pool of cheap labor with no rights and detrimental to every American worker.
Okay.
Protecting Social Security for every American citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Standing up for law enforcement and protecting public safety.
Yeah, I don't know. Just typical talking points. So he just sounds like a dim. I don't know.
Guarantee a right to repair for farm equipment, cars, and electronics. Actually, I like that because a lot of manufacturers like John Deere. I don't know if it is like John Deere and other like so. If you buy a tractor from like John Deere, you're not allowed to fix it. You have to take it to John Deere. That's like part of the contract.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Support our veterans. Oh God. No more soldiers on food stamps. Raise servicemen pay. A level playing field for family farms and ranches. So this guy's just like a family.
Oh yeah, it's fucking Kerry Lake. That's who's running against Ruben Gallego. I forgot about this.
Is Gallego?
Yeah.
Is that incumbent?
No, he was a congressman in Arizona. He was a
Okay.
congressman in Phoenix, and now he's running. He's
For Senate?
because Kristen Sinema didn't go again.
Okay.
So he's running in Sinema's seat, and Kerry Lake was the failed governor who ran against Katie Hobbs in Arizona.
Got it.
She's like a hardcore Trumper, and she's like a stop the steal. She still claims that she won the governor race like two years ago, whatever. She's a psychopath. She's actually a psychopath. Ruben Gallego's funny, but he's just a mainstream dim.
Yeah.
But he's funny because he cusses people out on Twitter. Like he cusses Trump out and shit on Twitter, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But like that's his only thing he has going for him is he just cusses a lot. But he's still just a lib. It's like fuck him.
Now, this guy's a libertarian. Level playing for family farms and ranches and profiteering off of senior health care.
Yeah, I mean, so it sounds like some
strong
good...
public schools.
Okay, sounds like there's some good takes, but
legalize cannabis.
yeah, but also he says the same thing about like I wonder. I mean, like really, I think what it comes down to is you get the biggest sense is like what's his views on Israel.
This is not actually hold up. End wasteful government handouts to the pharmaceutical industry.
Yeah.
Lower taxes on overtime wages.
Okay.
I do like that. Reform railroad safety.
Down here in
Keep government out of our private lives, so that probably means pro-abortion.
Yeah, probably like if not pro-trans, at least like trans-neutral. Of just like who cares.
See how significantly the vice president
Past congressional term limits.
A lot of these little blue dots.
I mean,
in the rural counties.
Better than a fucking Republican.
Better than a Republican, sure. Why not?
Better than a Republican. At least pro-cannabis legalization.
Yeah.
Public schools.
Sure.
Fulton County's at 90%. It's the largest population center, so 10% can be a lot of votes because of the population center. This is the one we're waiting the most on, Gwinnett County, but they're up to 72% now. And then we'll come down here and look at DeKalb County. They're at 89% now. So we have more votes to come from in this circle of
damn,
Atlanta
82%
and the
for Kamala Harris.
Yeah, damn, that's close,
though. We also have more
though.
votes to come from in some of these counties out here. That one's at 94.
That one's reversed.
That one's at 95. That one's at
Yeah, but look at the
98.
numbers:
That one's at
2,000, 1,000. I mean, this is like there's nobody lives out here.
So Donald Trump still has some votes to pick up in the rural areas. The question is,
100. Oh, it's closing a little bit.
Yeah, and they say there's still 10% of like some of these bigger cities, and 10% of like 2 million is a couple 100,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
if like half those break for Harris,
Because it was at 200,000, and now it was 150,000.
now it's 130. Yeah, as those big city metro areas get counted.
Dude.
Savannah, Macon,
scrubbing the books now.
Atlanta,
Looking
obviously.
at their data projections. They are calling people in the states. They are trying to find out what happened here. How many people turned out? We're getting 60% of the vote at 36% counting. How many more are they get? And are they
Next
all
close calls in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be California, Oregon, Washington, and Idaho.
Of the night when you're trying to figure out is the math possible? I would say as you pull it out, yes, the math is possible, but you'd rather be Donald Trump right now in Georgia than the Vice President of the United States. So let's look at North Carolina, another of the Sun Belt states. 145,000 votes ahead. That's almost twice what Donald
But
Trump
most of
won
that's
in North
reported, and I
Carolina
think a lot of the
40
big
years
cities are
ago.
reported.
85% of the vote in. Same test.
Let's see.
What's the outstanding vote?
Oh,
Again?
no, decent
Again,
size.
Smaller circle now in Mecklenburg. I'll go there in just a second to see. That was a little bit bigger earlier in the night. That's the largest county. Mecklenburg County is Charlotte and the suburbs around it. Out here, in the Raleigh-Durham area, still a lot of votes to be had. Fayetteville area, a lot of votes to be counted. But again, look at those little tiny dots, right? Not a lot out there, but all those little rural counties add up for Donald Trump. So let's just come out and check where we were talking about. Right here, Cumberland County, that's Fayetteville. Only 21%. So this is where,
Oh, yeah.
if you're the Harris campaign,
Yeah.
when I was in those Georgia counties, they were at 75%, 80%, somewhere in that ballpark. That gets you nervous. That gets you jittery. Here, you're still jittery because you're losing, but you know there are a lot more votes out there. This is the second largest county in the state, Wake County. They're up to 82%, so you're starting to get a little nervous there. You're looking for places, that's 94%. You're looking for places that are your color, that's 95%, that are in the 60s, in the 70s, or the 30s, right? This county, it's not as much population, but at least there you have some hope. Let's look at Mecklenburg. They're at 90%. Now, again, this is where the biggest numbers come in, so that 10% can matter, but it's the only big county you have left, and the other guy has a 145,000 vote lead in a state
Also,
he has won.
like you said,
So then we come up here, and that's what made Donald Trump president in 2016. He flipped the blue wall states that had voted. They have voted together since 1992. They have voted blue in every one of those elections with the exception of 2016.
Interesting.
Right
Stream
now,
still going?
as we get closer into late night here, Donald Trump is leading in Pennsylvania by
Might be my phone, maybe.
16,000 votes. Only 67%, so a ways to go there, a ways to go. The Senate race is also tight. Guess
Yeah,
what?
looks
Here we
like it.
are in Pennsylvania. Then you come over here. He's leading in
I'll
Wisconsin.
check it on my phone.
This is a state, 2 elections in a row has been decided by ballpark 20,000 votes. Trump's lead is 26,000 votes right there. Again, battleground Wisconsin, very close.
I think it's
Vice
just my
President's
phone.
keep scratching to try to find votes. And Michigan, she's leading in Michigan, only 30% of the vote there coming in.
Yeah,
so
still going.
To me, as I look at
Message
this
failed to
map,
send.
the blue wall states
My whole
become
phone is
paramount,
being
Jason.
stupid.
Indeed. Voting is about to end in 4 states out west. That includes the biggest prize of all.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Polls just closed in Washington.
And
Congratulations.
we have a projection for you now. CNN can project that Kamala Harris will win the state of California. With
Wow.
Don't even have to count. They don't count shit. They're just like, it's fine. Let's give it to him.
Donald Trump will win the state of Idaho.
Yeah.
It's 4 electoral votes. So what does that mean for the electoral? Too early to call. We have Washington State with 12 electoral votes and Oregon with 8 electoral votes. Too early to call. Let's go to the electoral map right now. Donald Trump with 211 electoral votes at this hour. Kamala Harris cracks 100, now has 145 electoral votes. 270 electoral votes are needed to win. Donald Trump is 59 electoral votes away from that. Let's look at these battleground states now. Arizona, Donald Trump in the lead there, 49.6%. Kamala Harris right behind him with 49.5%.
2,000 votes,
Donald Trump has a 2,356 vote lead.
Bro, holy
with
shit.
51%
I'll admit, I thought Arizona was going to be
Arizona.
not as close. I thought Arizona was going to go to Trump.
Donald Trump in the lead there too. 49.
Looks like it's still pretty swingy.
Kamala
Still
Harris
purple.
48.4%. Donald Trump has a 28,576
So close,
vote lead,
man.
with an estimated 59% of the estimated vote in from the Badger State. In the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Donald Trump maintaining his lead. He's at 50.7% of the vote. Kamala Harris with 48.2% of the vote.
2.5%.
Donald Trump with a 119,411 vote lead, with 68% of the estimated vote in from Pennsylvania. In Georgia, Donald Trump still in the lead there. 51% of the vote. Kamala Harris with 48.2% of the vote. Donald Trump with a 136,328 vote lead. That is with 88% of the estimated vote in from the state of Georgia. In North Carolina, another battleground where Donald Trump leads 50.8% of the vote. Kamala Harris has 47.8% of the vote. Donald Trump has a 145,388 vote lead over Kamala Harris right now with an estimated 85% of the vote
So close.
in from the Tar Heel state.
Holy
In
shit.
battleground Michigan, Kamala Harris in the lead. She has 51.3% of the vote. Donald Trump has 46.9%. Kamala Harris is 74,838 votes ahead of Donald Trump. But that's less than a third of the vote counted there. 30% of the estimated vote in from the state of Michigan. In the Commonwealth of Virginia, Kamala Harris in the lead there still, but narrowly so. 50.1% of the vote. Donald Trump has 48% of the vote. Kamala Harris with a 73,375 vote lead. That is with 78% of the estimated vote in from the Commonwealth of Virginia. In New Mexico, Harris leads there too, 52.6% of the vote.
Wow, she's
Donald
fairly
Trump
far
with
ahead in New Mexico.
45.5% of the vote. That is with.
Why are they more
an
fucking
estimated
lib
69%
in
of
New
the
Mexico
vote
than
in.
Arizona?
Harris with a roughly 43,000 vote lead. Let's go now to Abby Phillip, who is at Harris Campaign headquarters in Washington, D.C. at the campus of Howard
There's like a small chance I'm
University.
going to move to New
Abby,
Mexico.
what are you hearing from the Harris Campaign?
There's a small
event?
chance I'm going to move to New Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, the year after next, 2027.
Just got a pretty significant
Brianna's
update
looking
from
at
the
a
campaign
a
manager,
fellowship
Gemma
there.
Malley Dillon,
After she
who,
finishes her medical
sent out
residency
a
here in
memo
Seattle,
to
she's looking at
her
a fellowship in
staff
Albuquerque, I guess.
laying out what they see ahead in the coming
It'll be a year.
days and hours. And my colleague Jeff Zeleny
Starting
is here
in
with me.
the summer of
The memo
2026, I
essentially
think.
says, Jake, that the returns are coming in slowly. They still see their path, but that path is largely going to be through the blue wall, as Jeff and I were just discussing.
The blue wall. They make this sound a lot cooler than it is. See what these guys got to say.
Voters. They come in, they vote Trump, and they leave.
Oh, I know that guy.
Because there's about 100,000 vote gap. I mean, the Democratic Senate candidates in the blue wall are all in better shape right now than Harris.
And did Republicans crack the code of early voting and
What was his name again?
glomming onto that, even though Donald Trump is sending a separate message?
Well, one might argue now, if you look at the 3 Trump elections.
I remember
he
so slightly that Kyle
obsessively made sure
Kalinske used to call him oatmeal.
2, he did.
Whatever his name is, just because he's so fucking
1 is
boring.
at 16, and then it's this
so
one.
bland. There's
you
like
may be
nothing
onto
to the
something,
guy.
But I do think the bigger story is their ability to expand the electorate. He used to have a ceiling of about 47, 48. That's not the case tonight. He expanded it another point or 2. That's significant. As we know, in a razor-thin environment, even if you're just adding 50,000 to your voter rolls, well, that's the difference between winning and losing. Half the blue wall. I heard your Dallas Cowboys thing. You know, I mean, there you go, right?
Want me to do it again?
Yeah, I mean,
it also works for Lambeau Field. That's the last 4, literally the election.
a better stadium to pick. You don't want to have losing team.
Yeah. Oh
right?
my God.
The losing record.
Here we go. No, just that our elections.
I was gonna say, all I know is if Trump loses, it's gonna be by barely anything, and I know his voters are gonna go fucking crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it looks like they called Washington.
I mean,
Not surprising.
What's it at so far?
0.
Oh, they just already called it.
I think, yeah, they did the same thing in California. They're like, fuck it. Just give it to her. She deserves it.
She's worked so hard. Ooh, by 3,000 votes.
Dude, that's crazy.
God, and it's already half reporting, dude.
Well, this was 11,000 in 2020. This was 11,000 in 2020. So this was what? That's a decent amount. What is that? 485. It's 140,000 still. 130,000.
Yeah.
But 11 and 16. I mean, if let's go back to the map here.
Okay, so give.
Let's see. So this. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Okay.
Oh, hold on. This is a different thing. Let me get back to the main page here. There we go. Oh, okay. Looks like this is not accurate.
There you go.
So let's see.
Trump.
If this goes to Trump, and this goes to Trump, let's say this goes. Where was Nevada at?
They haven't voted yet.
Yeah, we don't have anything for Nevada. Pennsylvania is currently Trump. These are both blue.
Oh my God. Nevada?
Won't matter. It'll be 268.
Oh my God.
But I don't think. Let's assume that's going to Trump, and let's say she can pick up that. That's it. What if she loses this?
Oh my God.
Still a win. It all comes down to Pennsylvania. Literally, Pennsylvania is all that matters. Because what if she loses Pennsylvania, but manages somehow to pick up Georgia and maybe Arizona? That'd work.
What if he picked up Arizona and she picked up Nevada?
That'll work too, but that would require Georgia.
Yeah.
So if you don't take Pennsylvania, you have to take Georgia. If you lose both, you lose.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah, but you got to take one of these two.
So
the only path to victory is one of these two.
It's really going to come down to Georgia.
What if she lost? Oh no.
Oh my God. So it's really coming down to Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada, and Arizona.
Yeah, but not even really, because if you win everything but Pennsylvania, I guess you still win.
Yeah.
But you have to win everything. So the odds of winning everything aren't going to happen. Like, this is good. These two are going to be split, would be my guess.
And so, like, if she win Nevada and Georgia, she'd still win.
Yeah. Yeah, so if she wins, what if she goes this way? I think this is even bigger. We did this one, 278. But that's assuming Georgia. If she doesn't get Georgia, she loses.
So she
has to win everything if she doesn't win Pennsylvania.
Correct.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to just these two. Whoever wins Pennsylvania is in a dominant lead. If she doesn't win Pennsylvania, she has to pick up, like, a lot. She has to pick up everything. Yeah. If she doesn't take Pennsylvania, she has to take everything. Because if she misses even one of these, it's over.
There's also the slightest chance that North Carolina still goes blue.
Yeah, I mean, that's a separate. So if we play with that a little bit, so if we reset these, all right, let me just press reset here. If we reset these, let's make these blue, assuming, because these are actually not guaranteed yet either.
Yeah.
But assuming those go blue, and Pennsylvania goes red, and Georgia goes red, she would need to win Nevada and North Carolina.
And she still lose Arizona.
And she could still lose Arizona. But if she won Arizona and lost Nevada, same thing. That's fine too. Still a win. But that requires North Carolina. If she loses North Carolina, it's over.
Yeah.
Even if she wins. Well, no, if she wins Georgia too, she wins. But that means she'd have to win one of these two. Let's see. What happens if she takes Georgia and Nevada? Still a win. Again, it all comes down to either Pennsylvania or Georgia. No path to victory doesn't have one of these.
Yeah.
If you lose both, you're done. It doesn't matter if you pick up Nevada. Hold on. It doesn't matter if you pick up Nevada and Arizona. I guess and even North Carolina if she loses both these. No, that could work, but that wouldn't happen. Yeah. even if she
crazy.
won everything else.
Yeah, so it's really gonna.
It's
It's
really
really
just
down to
these two,
PA, GA, or NC.
Yeah, if you win one of those, you can still lose, but you're in a much better shape if you lose.
Let's get back to it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Circles in the blue areas.
Oh, here we go. Here's North
large
Carolina.
metropolitan areas and suburban areas where the Democrats do quite well. I just want to say.
Next poll's
an
closing
Wait, I thought it must be Nevada.
And 142,000
Yeah.
vote lead.
They have to just close
Is
an
it
hour later.
mathematically possible or enough votes out there? Yes. When you get to this point in an election in a state Donald Trump won twice, you start to think, okay, this looks like it did in 2016, and in 2020 it looks more like 2016 than it did in 2020, to be honest with you. But you look at it, and if you're in the Harris campaign, you're calling.
Did you get the iOS update
trying to
18?
Figure out, how many votes are out.
Did you do the new iOS update?
But if you're looking at the
I'm
North
not sure,
Carolina
maybe.
map, I'd rather be
Does
Donald
it do it by
Trump.
itself?
No, I think you have to manually do it.
Why was that?
I don't know, it's just cool stuff. You can change like the color of your icons.
I'll say
Like,
this again, I'm a
Oh,
broken
okay.
record.
I don't know, you can just change stuff around.
2024 is not 2020.
What show is
There's
that?
not
The
as many
15?
mail-in ballots.
This is the
We
15 Pro.
won't have
Yeah.
as many large percentages of
I got the
Democrat
12
votes
right
coming
now.
in
Oh
the
my
days
god, what a scrub.
That's 12, but the
after.
13.
But
Sorry.
15
Trump
Pro
is
Max.
ahead by more than 200,000 votes at this
No, it's actually kind of
point.
a pain in the ass because I have
4 years
USB-C
ago.
charger
So
now.
let's just be
So like,
cautious for the sake
I
of being
can't use the
cautious.
lightning charger
And yet,
anymore.
at the
But
same
my
time,
Honestly,
AirPods.
fuck the lightning charger.
Yeah, fuck it, but it's all I have. I've been had lightning chargers for like a decade or whatever.
Yeah, but it's about time we all have like the standard charger for
Yeah,
it.
but my AirPods are still lightning, so I have to have two cords, and my watch is that puck. So I have to have 3 chargers if I travel.
These Democratic areas report
4 if I have my
not just
MacBook.
their votes, but a lot of
It's
votes.
annoying.
Hoping somehow,
Like I have 4 Mac items.
Everything should just be USB-C.
I agree. My iPad is USB-C. I have a new iPad, so it's USB-C. My phone is USB-C, and for what it's worth, my iPad charger is USB-C to the wall, but it's that MagSafe charger, which is fine, whatever. But if I have 5 Apple products,
but it's close. But
4 with
remember,
4 chargers,
you
4
want to save
separate
by
cords for
11,000
them.
votes. So she can't really
That's too
afford
much,
to be
dog.
below him
Yeah.
anywhere, or not by much anyway. You move over to Cobb County, 91% in. This is a big suburban county, right? So 91%. You have some change to make up there. She's at 57% if you round that up. The President of the United States is at 56, so she's running equal, maybe a little bit ahead there. So let's come over to DeKalb County here. Let's come up to 2024 and see what's left. 11% left. Again, large, very Democratic area. You see the 81% there just to the east of Atlanta. Let's just check 2020. Biden getting 83. 81, 83. You might think at home that's not that big of a difference.
Well,
in a race
it's
that's
like
very
20,000
close,
votes,
yes,
though.
it can be a big difference. So we have to watch at the moment. Let's do it this way. Come back to 2024, and let's just pop in this and see where's Harris underperforming. Where is Harris underperforming Joe Biden? In a state Joe Biden won by 11,000 votes, you can't really underperform. But she's underperforming in 28 of the 159 counties, right?
But if she's overperforming in the other ones,
Yeah, it makes up for it, I guess.
This is not a final
Yeah,
glimpse. But you
so.
see out in these rural areas, this is part of the secret of Joe Biden's win in 2020. He got his butt kicked by Donald Trump in these small rural counties, but he did better than Hillary Clinton. Blue-collar workers,
Everybody did
rural
better than-
workers, people who work in
Yeah.
finance. Joe Biden did just
Well,
a
I mean, to
little
be
bit
fair,
better.
Clinton still won the
And
popular
the
vote.
state
Yeah.
decided by 11,000 votes.
that doesn't fucking
That
matter
can
apparently.
Yeah.
So again, you asked me about the map. We're not done. We're going to count. The Harris campaign will
I think
update us.
Washington's
We'll
red
get
hoping
into
on
other
that map.
counties. We have people on the ground asking.
Counted
people
1% of the
up
vote, and it's
Yeah,
just like
it's from like Yakima.
Spokane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spokane.
I
Yeah,
think
come on.
Spokane might even be like.
Yeah, I think Spokane's probably a Democratic
Here we are
county.
in Wisconsin, 61%. I want to check Milwaukee. This is where, okay, only a 53% in Milwaukee.
Okay,
Black
there's some pickups there to be made.
Milwaukee, better.
I don't know. That's why I don't like covering this
In the
election because it
uncounted
makes me root for Harris, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I hate Harris.
Democrat out there earlier who said
Oh,
it
I
was
hate
good.
both of
They didn't
them.
say it was great.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, here we go. We can pick that
I'm
up.
also just scared of fucking 4 years of Trump.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I can't vote for her because my
74%,
conscience
we're at
doesn't
91%.
allow me to.
Again, not to be a broken
Yeah, I don't
record,
support Trump, but I'm not
75%.
going to vote for
A
Harris.
percentage point can matter.
I didn't vote for
Underperforming by
Harris.
just a little bit.
It's past
And
tense now. It's over.
She's losing in Wisconsin. Got a ways to go there. She's holding on in Michigan at the moment. We're still only at 32%, so we got a long way to go in battleground.
Like at this
Michigan.
point, I just do
We'll
not
come
want
back
Trump.
out here,
Mm,
and
yeah.
this one is
It's
the
scary
biggest.
with
I'm gonna
like
show you why in just a
have them
second.
all
Now, the
three
Commonwealth
fucking
of Pennsylvania. We've been saying
half
this week,
sex of the
19
fucking
electoral
of
votes,
Congress,
largest of
the
the
judicial
battleground
branch,
states
and
out there.
executive branch,
Yeah.
all under Republican Trump.
That's like actual fascism.
Yeah, I'm
Like, yeah.
I'll take some more fucking neoliberalism.
We're
for now.
going to go to war.
Yeah.
I think Pennsylvania's going to Trump, dude. There's not a lot. Those
Donald Trump
blue
is ahead in
circles are.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, I guess
This
there's.
was what brought Joe Biden back. They
Yeah.
counted the votes mainly in Philadelphia, but also in the suburbs around it. That was 2020. There were a lot more early mail-in votes then to be counted than there are now.
He's
But we
ahead
shall
of
see
150,000
as we come
votes,
out.
though.
And Jake, before you jump in, and please ask me anything you want. One little quirky thing: Trump's leading in Northampton, Harris is leading in Erie. Those are the two swing counties that have been. So just watching that. But here's what I want to say right now. I just want to bring this up to show the stakes for the Harris campaign right now as the count in North Carolina gets higher and in Georgia gets higher. The importance if Donald Trump, if, this is a hypothetical, but if Donald Trump holds these two, and he won that one both times, 2016 and 2020. He won this in 2016. He lost it by 11,000 votes in 2020. So not at all inconceivable in history, and when you look at the numbers tonight.
That's it. Pennsylvania would give him to exactly 270.
If that happens,
Yeah.
Harris cannot lose that.
Yep.
Why
As
can
we
she not lose
said
that?
5 minutes ago, but sure.
Because 251
Good on him to catch up to us.
plus 19
70.
makes Donald Trump president of the United States. So the rest of them wouldn't matter. I don't mean your votes don't matter in those other states.
They don't.
But in terms
They
of
don't.
the past
They never did.
270,
Like your vote in Washington doesn't matter. Your vote in California doesn't matter. But and likewise, your vote in Louisiana and Texas don't matter.
she cannot afford to lose that. Just
There's like
cannot.
4 states where your vote
Yeah.
really matters in this.
Like they should just like not have polling in the 43 states.
Yeah, let's
Like-
everything. Everybody is it depends on those days.
Yeah, just only let those people vote.
Yeah.
This would be a lot faster and like a lot more efficient. Because like genuinely, your vote, if you're in fucking San Francisco, whatever, your vote doesn't matter.
No, yeah.
City in the world, Philadelphia. Kate, what are you learning?
Obviously, I'm not serious, but I'm a little serious.
It's the only area where you're learning tonight. We just learned, and John was focusing in on.
Let's see if we can. I don't like when they cut to the.
Male.
They have nothing else.
It's
to
just
talk about.
faff, dude. Yeah, it's just reporters on the ground. This one hasn't updated. Oh, it's been paused. I instead of hitting mute, I think I hit pause. Let me hit.
Hit live.
Oh, I guess I could have just done that. Come back to that in a second. Yeah, it looks like, dude, they just picked up 2
Oh
so
my
far.
God.
That's it, man. I think that's the game.
Dude, we're so cooked. Like
Cooked. They're going to control. I don't know about House, but they're definitely going to control Senate, Judiciary, and possibly potentially the presidency.
It's scary.
California. Arizona. How many we got here? Should I? I mean, I probably refresh this page. I think it auto updates, obviously, but let me just.
It is so close. Oh, no, it's only 50% supporting. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be this.
Alaska and Hawaii are.
Oh,
also...
they're the last ones too. Duh, we forgot about those. The next polls to close are probably these.
Yeah, but those we already know.
Also, like, I don't know what the time is in Alaska.
It's 1 hour back, I believe.
Is it only 1 hour back? What about Hawaii? Because Hawaii's way out there.
I think that's a few hours back.
Yeah. What is this asshole talking about? Nobody cares.
How do fucking Republicans win all this shit? It's crazy, man. Like, how do... Like, they ought...
I mean, there was a John Oliver about that, like, recently. I think it was John Oliver. Because, like, they packed all the state houses and all the people certifying the elections in, like, every state, every swing state is a Republican. It is, like, a Trumper. So, like, you know, they're... Not only the Supreme Court is packed, but also, like, every local, like, little place that handles elections is packed with Republicans. It's like... Yeah, Michigan's down, Wisconsin's down, Minnesota's down, PA is down, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada hasn't been called. Dude, that's like every swing state.
What are we looking at for Minnesota, Michigan? Because they had Harris 51%. They had. Oh, that's only 31% reporting.
This is like old data. I think I don't know if
this is old data.
Outdated, yeah,
correct. Because in CNN they had like 50% of it in, and she was the fact that Donald Trump is at 42% in California. Oh, it's only 3%
only 3%.
reporting.
It's like Orange County.
I was like, for a second, I was like, God damn, bro.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. It's not looking good.
I don't like this. Like
this Google.
Yeah,
version.
it doesn't look.
It's the AP. I think they're a little more conservative with their calls. They like wait till it's like 100% reported. Yeah, it's just like it just feels like it's kind of behind.
It is because like there was
in the data.
It only said 21 whatever percent reporting, 31% reporting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because this says we're up in Michigan by 2.5 points or 2.2 points. Yeah, but he's up in Wisconsin by 2.5. Apparently she's up in Nevada. I guess Nevada has closed. They're starting to count.
Nice.
Dude, Arizona's 0.1%. Arizona's so fucking close.
Pennsylvania is 3.1 now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's see, but what
I
if?
think Pennsylvania's gone, bro.
Yeah, let's assume Pennsylvania's gone. Then she needs to pick up North Carolina or Georgia. That's it. And Nevada and Arizona. She has to pick up everything else.
Well, actually, no. Look, we're at 268 right now. She just had to pick up one of them.
Well, yeah, but she has to pick up North Carolina or Georgia.
Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying. She has everything else. Assuming she gets everything else, which is not guaranteed, she then has to also take one of the two southern
Yeah, I
states.
did have to be Georgia, man. I think North Carolina's too fucking deep.
Let's see. We have data on that?
Oh, they're back.
Oh, this is Pennsylvania.
Vice President getting 52%.
I don't know, man. It's not looking good
You're
for
a
us.
little bit out here. Again,
It's
you're
not.
looking for population
It's
centers
so
now.
close,
This is
though.
the 10th largest
Yeah.
because of 67 counties. If you're the Harris campaign, you're looking at population centers trying to say what's left in the places where there are a lot of people. Modest amount of people in Lehigh Valley, but you see it right there. At 52, just want to come back. Joe Biden's at 53. You see the pattern that continues, right? You know, I was saying Donald Trump has to improve his standing a point or two in the suburbs. She has to match Joe Biden in these close battleground
Joe
states.
Biden would
And
have
in the
lost
places
even
that
worse.
matter, blue-collar
I'll tell you what.
Pennsylvania.
Well, yeah, he
You don't
would
see
have,
it right
but-
now. Some votes still to be counted. Maybe she makes it up. But so then the other point
So is she.
if you're losing places, can you make it up? Right? If you're losing in one piece of the state, can you make it up somewhere else? Look at Delaware.
I like the Jake Tapper as
She's
a
getting
three-piece suit on.
60% of the
It's classy.
vote. Right? So
Three-piece
it's
suit?
only
Three-piece suiters are
70%
dope.
Counted. She's getting 60.
The vest.
Biden got 63.
It's
Even
classy
in
look.
Delaware County, which is strongly
three-piece
Democratic.
suit.
That was my last
Like
stop.
the guy on the right is wearing a
The
two-piece
map
suit,
for
just a pants
there.
and a jacket.
Again,
But
Yeah.
Jake Tapper has a
time,
three-piece with a
but
vest.
there's 70%
with the
of the
waistcoat.
vote to come. And look
Oh,
at
okay,
That's
okay.
so there's three pieces of
Got
matching
it.
fabric.
the
There's
most
three-piece
you're
suit.
gonna make up. If the- if
All
the
my suits are
percentages stay the
three-piece.
same, you're going to make up somewhere in the ballpark of 15 or 20,000
I don't own a
votes,
two-piece
right?
suit 'cause
That's
I'm not a
great. You're
scrub.
making up 15,
Three-piece
20,000
only.
votes.
I'm a
His lead is
scrub.
178,000 votes. So you're looking for places where you can make
I
up
also
the count,
added.
which is why
I
to
took
circle back
all my
to your
pants to a
hometown.
tailor. I
What
removed
Kate
the belt
Baldwin
loops,
just told us is
and I added
absolutely
buttons on the
essential.
inside. So all of my suspenders are like the
Saturday
old school
morning in
button style
2020
instead of the clip style.
when that last
Yeah.
installment
'Cause,
in
like,
Philadelphia
you know,
came in. The next
When you're
installment
wearing
will not be the last
a
installment in
vest, you can't wear a
Philadelphia,
belt. That's like a
but he
fashion
said
faux
tens
pas
and
to wear a
tens of thousands of
belt
votes,
with a
right?
waistcoat.
Really?
So
The
I
Vice President of the
removed
United
my
States is
belt
getting
loops from my
77% of the
pants.
vote right now in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
They're approaching 70%.
I take
reported.
fashion very
All right,
seriously.
you come back in time. The President of
I
the
bet
United
you
States is
do.
saying,
I bet you do.
I take like suit fashion very
This
seriously.
is your biggest basket.
My
of
everyday,
votes,
not so
Democratic
much, but when I'm in a suit, it looks
This
good.
is the foundation. There's no house for Democrats
Fair enough.
without the foundation of Philadelphia. At the moment, she is underperforming the
Yeah,
President of the United
4%
States.
down. Than what
and
Biden did.
She has to make up 178,000 votes. The math there is pretty clear. It's not mission impossible, but the more you get deeper into the count, the question is, after this next big batch of votes from Philadelphia, does it become mission improbable? I think is what you're looking for. As we
Again,
look for
if she
more votes
wins,
in
it's
the
going to be off
Commonwealth
the
of Pennsylvania.
slightest
And
amount,
again,
like Pennsylvania
Trump
or
wins
something.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I guess there's
The
still a
map
lot to count in Pennsylvania.
And
So
people are going to go crazy. They're going to be like, it was rigged.
There have been stories written
I can
a
already
week or
see
two
it.
ago
Yeah.
about Democrats
Is he wearing
in
a belt with that
Philadelphia
vest?
sounding the alarm and telling,
He
basically
is.
using the press to send a
It's
message
gross.
to the Harris campaign that they didn't think that
He's wearing a belt.
the Harris campaign was listening to Philadelphia Democrats
Also, that
enough
ties.
about the need
I don't see what the
to
problem is,
improve
huh?
the margins.
It
And
makes
just,
the best,
you know, Donald
best
Trump lost
bunch up a little bit.
Pennsylvania,
It's just not a good look.
in 2020, but he improved his
That tie also
vote
is not.
count in
That's not
Philly,
it.
from 2016
too
to
muted.
2020, and it looks
Well,
like
what
he's
do you
doing
expect
that
from
again
Jake Tapper?
tonight.
Yeah, I would just like to see a
even
little
while
more
improving his
color.
margins in the collar counties as opposed to what
They
happened
don't
4
see
years
color.
ago.
Well, we don't have the raw numbers yet, obviously, because we're at 70%. But he's at 22 if you round that up, 117,000 votes. Let's just go back and look. He's certainly on track to. You know, if he keeps the percentage he's at now, right? He's at 18% there, and he had 132,000 votes. You know, he's at 117,000 votes, and we still got 30% of commit. So sure looks like he's overperforming 2020. We're not done yet, but it sure looks like that. And then so the analysis afterwards will be, who is it? Is it black voters in Philadelphia? There are some suburban areas outside of Philadelphia there. There's some affluent white voters there as well. But that will be the analysis afterwards. The thing that strikes me is we're going through
That was
these
like a
states.
microaggression.
The thing you heard in the last
Because he
week
said
from
black
Harris
voters
is
and
that we're
affluent
on the
white
ground.
voters,
Our
assuming
liberal
like
allies are on the ground.
comparing
Our progressive
black
groups are on
people
the
to
ground.
rich
Our
white people.
LGBT
That black
groups
people
are on the
can't
ground.
also
We're
be
knocking
rich.
on doors and we
So you
don't
have
know
black
what's
voters
going
and you
on
have
yet.
affluent white voters, and it's like,
did
well, why do you have to say
put a
rich white
contract
people and
out
not
to get out the vote.
like why do you have to
In
qualify white? It's just I don't
7
know.
or 8 of these battleground states in the
I felt
last
like that
couple
was
weeks. We didn't
sus.
see many Trump people out there at all, just doing phone banks. But what happened in 2016 is Trump's support was organic. It was organic. And so, the Trump campaign says, texts and phone calls work to turn out voters. Democrats think it's knocking on the doors. If this holds,
I guess people came to my door. I was so pissed.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, "Get the fuck off my lawn, lady!" Like,
For who?
come for Harris, or actually, it was for a Democrat, but it was for
vice president.
What's
came
his
over to
name?
say
The
she'll have
governor.
110 days. She didn't have enough time to
I forget.
introduce herself.
Bob
No,
Ferguson. Is that his name?
part, we're
Yeah.
not done yet. But that's
Just open the
the
door. It's like, hello, I'm a communist.
I already voted.
The Democratic Party.
I was just like, can I get your restaurant? I was like, I already voted. I already dropped off my ballot. Fuck off. Which I hadn't at that time, but just
In two
didn't get her
presidential
away.
elections, Donald Trump has lost the popular vote both times. At the moment, he's 5.1 million votes ahead. We're just starting.
This will be the first time
count
Republicans
votes
won the
by
popular vote since
so there's
2004.
a long way to go, and that could change.
If he win-
Well,
It
he
could
hasn't.
change.
California
But
hasn't
that would be
completely
a trophy.
reported.
Yeah,
Donald
if he
Trump
wins the popular vote, it'll be the
That
first
would be
time
a
since
trophy.
2004 in
Very
20
much
years that a
like
Republican
I don't
has
think
won
he's
the
going to win
popular
the popular vote.
Probably
I
not.
think he's
Republicans
gonna
just don't win the popular vote anymore. Yeah.
I think he's going to
All of our
lose
people
the
in the
popular
senior,
vote by a
echelons of the
slim
Trump
margin,
campaign
maybe
who
like a
say
million.
And
that they
before
speak
that,
right
it
now,
was
because there's
84.
said seniors,
Reagan.
you can't reach seniors.
88. Sorry,
through
Bush.
Texting. And
No,
emails,
Reagan won.
that the way
No,
to
I'm
reach
saying,
them is
but
with
Bush
direct
was in
mail,
88.
which a lot of people
The most
Yeah,
recent.
the most
yeah.
recent was 88.
Got it.
laugh off, but guess who
88 and
votes for the
2004
young
are the
people?
only the last two times where a Republican won the popular vote.
Bring in Sarah Seidner, who's at a
Clinton,
County Senator.
Clinton,
In
Gore,
Milwaukee,
then Bush
right now,
in 2004, then
with
Obama,
66%
Obama,
of the vote
Clinton,
in, Donald Trump is in
Biden,
the lead there with 50.6%.
presumably Harris.
In Wisconsin in general, Kamala Harris with 47.8%. Donald Trump right now in the lead by almost 60,000 votes. Sarah, you have officials with you who can tell us about the outstanding vote in Wisconsin. Still about a third of the state's vote is outstanding. What can you tell us?
His tie is too wide and it's just too muted in color.
In Milwaukee,
If it just needs like some kind of design or pop of color or something. His handkerchief in his pocket looks like it's nice. It's got a nice color to it. I would like to see that a little more pronounced.
I think, Evan, are you sure you want to go for your master's degree, or do you want to go into like tailoring?
Fashion design, dude. I don't know. I like a good looking suit. All right, is all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Is there a way to jump to live to this?
I have one of those peacoats.
Yeah, I have a peacoat.
I like those.
I don't really wear it too much.
I like them. They're warm.
Yeah.
And it's like fashionable. Like
yeah, the peacoats are nice.
I feel like I'm in Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, peacoats are nice. I got to wear a suit on Friday. It was our homecoming dance.
Oh, how'd that go?
It was good. Yeah, as the student government teacher, it was my kids that put it on and our planning and everything. It was Roaring 20s was the theme. Art Deco.
Ooh.
Roaring 20s. It was cool.
Yeah, someone did a lot of girls have like their hair plastered.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you a photo. A couple of my students like really showed up and like brought the cool like costumes and everything.
Yeah.
They keep it away from the camera, but that's
It's almost like was it Halloween? Yeah, they really did.
Yeah, a lot of kids did. A lot of the girls and boys. The boys were all wearing like waistcoats with like the armbands and the newsboy caps and stuff, and they all kind of really brought it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Homecoming. We're kind of working on our next dance. We'll see. I don't know. We got to do the spring fling. We're talking about maybe doing like a winter formal if we can, but I don't know. It's fucking stressful to plan a dance.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
I never liked them, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, try being a teacher that plans them. Shit's nutty.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah. Dude,
do you have a choice?
I had a choice, but I don't regret it, but like, it just would have been fucking easier if I didn't, because, it's just extra stress, dude. I'm like making Costco runs and shit. Finally, like I order a lot of stuff, then I have to fill out like expense reports and get reimbursed, and it's just like, dude, it's too much work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to do all this. I was just trying to fly under the radar, just teach my kids, and go home. And now I'm like committed to the school, being the student government. Like we did a pep rally on Friday, like the homecoming pep rally for all the sports teams and everything. And I'm just like, when did this happen? When did I become this?
Yeah, time. Do a pep rally for a revolutionary rhetoric.
Yeah. It's like if only they knew.
Yeah, if the only thing knew.
I had to give a presentation on Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh no.
I had to give a whole school meeting on Veterans Day.
Yeah.
It's actually
Say thank you to all your veterans. All like 10 of them left from World War II. Every other one after that doesn't really count.
get fucked. Yeah, maybe some of the Korean, I guess, but not really because they're fighting against communism. But there's a Washington law. Did you know this? Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna pull it up and have you read this law. It's pretty wild.
Wild.
There it is. RCW. Yeah, check this out. This is pretty wild. I found out this last week when we got, I guess, like, audited or something for not having done this in the past. Check this out. RCW 28A.230.160. This is a Washington, like, revised code. Read this.
Educational activities in observance of Veterans Day, RCW 28A.230.160. During the school week preceding the 11th day of November of each year, there shall be presented in each common school as defined in...
just defined as a public school, yeah.
Educational activities suitable to the observance of Veterans Day. The responsibility for the preparation and presentation of the activities, approximating at least 60 minutes total throughout the week, shall be with the principal or head teacher of each school building, and such program shall embrace topics tending to install a loyalty and devotion to the institutions and laws of this state and nation. The superintendent of public instruction in each educational service.
So you have to give 60 minutes of activities that instills devotion and loyalty to our country every year.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And you guys talk shit about North Korea, and we have laws like this shit. So I guess we got audited or something, and anyway, there was a big bug up their ass to do this. That's been a law on the books, by the way, since 1974.
Wow.
Nobody does it, apparently. So, like, we got in trouble, and so we had to do it. And my principal...
what happens if you don't do it?
I don't know, but we did. So they tasked me with creating like an activity for the whole school for Veterans Day. Basically, yeah, I just created like a PowerPoint. We did a Kahoot quiz, and like it was whatever. But like, I had to put on my rah-rah hat because it was for the whole school, and I couldn't very well just like shit on dead veterans like in front of the school. So I made it like I felt like a fucking simp, dude. I was like, we honor those that fought and died for our nation and the glorious freedom. And I was like, dude, what am I fucking saying?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was pretty cringe, dude. I talked about World War I a little bit because that was fun to talk about World War I. So like,
I would have stuck to World War II.
Yeah, well, World War I is where it came from. So that's the origin of Veterans Day is World War I. So. November 11th was
that was a stupid war too. That was just
that was just imperial like dick measuring. But yeah, Armistice Day was 11/11/11 or 11/11/18, which was where the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918 was when the armistice was called between the Allied and the Central Powers and the Triple Entente.
Get out the vote and the higher percentage.
And then it was later changed to Veterans Day in 1954 under Eisenhower signed a law that renamed it Veterans Day from Armistice Day. It was Armistice Day for the first 30 years of its existence, or 40 years.
That sounds catchy.
Well, Armistice referred to World War I, and after World War II in Korea, they wanted to include all veterans, so they renamed it Veterans Day. In 1968, Congress passed a law moving Veterans Day from the 11th of November to like the third Monday in October to give people a 3-day weekend. And so for like 5 years or 6 years, there was a confusion on when Veterans Day was because for 6 years in the 60s and 70s they moved Veterans Day, and then Gerald Ford signed a law moving it back to the 11th of November.
So
I have so many fun facts about fucking Veterans Day now, dude. Gerald Ford kind of fucked us. Kind of fucked the country.
He improved up a little bit. He improved a little bit.
I always say like LBJ and Ford kind of fucked
the country. LBJ just fucked.
LBJ fucked, but he also kind of fucked the country by not running again. He gave the win to what's his face?
Nixon.
Yeah.
Roughly the same, but a little bit. So
I like LBJ was
because LBJ would have fucking won hands down.
Yeah.
Everyone loved LBJ. Well, because in '64, whatever, he won by like.
and now you're.
I think that was one of that was besides Reagan and Mondale,
take a look and see what else is out there.
whoever I think it might have been Nixon. Actually.
FDR went pretty well.
The biggest thing
Fair
is
enough,
and some
but
of
I
the
think
votes up in here,
LBJ
in the
won
Trump
by
campaign, we're talking about can she come back? But if you're in the Trump campaign, you're also saying, do we have a cushion? Is there more coming in for us? And the answer is yes.
That was LBJ's election map.
The answer is yes when you look.
Damn.
Yeah, so he won.
Everybody liked him, but the fucking KKK.
Oh, that was Barry Goldwater. That was the he fucking stomped Barry Goldwater in '64.
And then how much is left?
Barry Goldwater won 5 states: Arizona, which was his home state, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina.
This is Green Bay.
And LBJ cleaned up with 486 electoral votes.
Vice President's getting 37 or 38 if you want to round that up.
I feel like this is like the past 20 years. Past 25, 26 years. This electoral map looks exactly the same. It's just the same divisions over and over.
The only thing that kind of changes is 1 or 2 states that have the swing states.
Yeah, like Georgia, then Florida turned. I have a feeling that Texas is going to become swing state soon.
It was in the past, wasn't it? I feel like it went.
Third of the blue wall states, Michigan. Jim Sciutto is.
I thought it was a swing state at one point.
Detroit, and Jim, you have an update on the vote in Wayne County. Tell us.
Wayne County, where's that?
Well, let me tell you, we've been in touch with the Secretary of State's office really every few minutes here, trying to figure out when we're going to get another batch of Detroit surrounding Wayne County votes, and we're told very soon. They won't put a figure on very soon.
Ronald Reagan.
Oh, that's why Harris is not that far. Right? There's only 16% of reporting in Wayne County, which is Detroit.
Right.
So once they count
those, Michigan will probably stomp back up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ronald Reagan in '84 beat Mondale by a huge margin.
I think it was only Minnesota.
Only the one state with 13 electoral votes.
That he
and
won
then in
by
'80, he also beat Jimmy Carter by a huge margin.
No, that's Jimmy Carter. My grandma would have beat Jimmy Carter.
72. Nixon beat McGovern by a ton. LBJ beat Goldwater by a ton.
At some point in the next hour, we'll see another U-Haul truck.
Yeah, those are the closest. Oh no, FDR in '36 beat Alfred Landon by. Landon only got eight electoral votes. I don't know what state or states he got. But all of Roosevelt '32, he beat Hoover. Hoover only got 59 votes.
Everybody loved FDR, man.
Well, to be fair though, Hoover beat Smith by a huge margin too. And then the next election, Roosevelt crushed Hoover by about the same margin.
Well, that's because of the Great Depression.
The Great Depression, the Hoovervilles, and all that. Yeah. Yeah, but those are the closest. Roosevelt in '36. LBJ in '64. Nixon in '72, Reagan, and Reagan.
In Detroit. I mean, John.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2024.
Also, Bush
They
in
have
'88,
16%
he beat Dukakis by quite a bit.
In Wayne County, home of
Dukakis.
Detroit.
One of the things you look for in life are consistency.
Death taxes, Wayne County comes to life.
Wayne County, Gary, Indiana. Yeah, they're consistent. This is my 10th presidential election, and it's the 10th time you've been counting late in the night, and you're saying, "Hello, Detroit."
Yeah, dude. Like I said, I've been watching this asshole for a long time.
But, you see
I mean, he has obviously for all 10 of those, he wasn't at CNN, but
it's just inefficiency. To your point about we live in the technological age, and Jim just said, they
that means
changed the
what,
law in
40
Michigan,
years?
so you could count some of the early votes.
Yeah, 4 times 10.
Before
So he's probably like 65.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got to be allowed for longer.
He's got to be close to
right
70.
Now let's focus on the what, which is an 86,000 vote, almost 87,000 vote lead for the former president. Again, in one of the states he flipped.
John King is his name.
I just want to pull that out to make sure I'm right. Yes, he's leading in all 3 of them now.
Oh, wait.
He's 61.
That changed while we were
Popular
talking.
votes dropped by 1 million.
She was ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, it dropped again.
Now she is no longer ahead. Now Donald Trump is in the lead. Right now, not all the votes are counted, but right now he's leading in all 3 blue wall states.
Well, look at all the rings Jake Tapper's wearing.
Plus Georgia, plus Arizona, plus
It's interesting.
What?
Not done with the count.
Jake Tapper's wearing a bunch of rings.
This is
he's a Freemason?
Of 2016.
That is the map of 2016, and that is the 5-alarm fire inside the Harris campaign to get on the phone. Again, we're not done, and we lived through 2020. And I want to say it again, slowly and clearly. 2020, this time of night, and there were states that changed, and they were largely, Pennsylvania changed. Trump was ahead. In Georgia, things have changed. There's not as many mail ballots out there as in 2020, so I would not expect as dramatic a swing. The question then becomes, go state by state, county by county, is the math there? And, I'm trying to be fair and trying to be, yeah, it's possible, When you're leading in all of them and you're Trump, I mean, that's what you're sitting in the headquarters. So maybe they're not going to win them all, right? Maybe they're not going to win them all, but they're leading in all of them right now. And so let's just look at what happened here and come on in. Number one, it's the
you see how old he was?
Rural counties when
61.
they fill in.
61.
When they fill in again.
Yeah.
You say, oh, that's not a lot of votes.
Yeah,
Well,
so he
that's
was
a lot
doing
of
this at a
votes when
very
you have
young
it
age.
there, and then you have it here.
Yeah, when he said it's
and
his
you
10th
have it
election,
again
it must just
here.
be 10th election
500,
reporting on
1,000,
elections.
2,000,
Yeah.
3,000, in all these
61,
little
he's
counties,
seen a lot more elections.
120 votes there. That's
This
only
would be
5%
40
of the
years.
You say, oh,
But
that's
he
not
could
much.
also,
It's a
his
lot.
first
When you
election
say
could have been
vote
like
for your state,
the very
when you
end
have
of
all
the.
these counties,
Yeah, I
then
guess
the
that's
question
fairly
is, so
It
what
could have
is
been like the very last
right?
part of the
You got
actual
83
election.
counties.
Well, yeah, he
So
was
he-
born in 63, so he would have
About halfway through
been
10 county.
LBJ's
Grand
first election. He would have been
suburbs,
alive for.
and she's running a
I mean,
little bit ahead of the
you can't
president
count
there.
that. Maybe
But Jake, the
voted
big
into
question
10
in Michigan
elections.
is,
That's
when do
probably
those
more
many
accurate.
county votes
That
come in,
tracks.
and
If he
what do they
voted in
do?
10
He said he
elections.
reported on 10 elections.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
I don't think it's so. I think he just said this is his 10th election.
Got it.
Because that makes sense. He would have voted in.
Trump will win the state of North Carolina. This is the first of
Oh, there it is.
battleground
North
states that
Carolina.
we're keeping an eye
God
on,
damn,
and
bro.
we are
He was
calling
born
it
in
for Donald
61.
Trump. What does that mean for the electoral
63.
count?
So 18 would have
Donald
been
Trump now has
70.
227 electoral votes. Kamala Harris has
9.
153.
Yeah.
So Reagan.
270 are
Yeah,
needed to
80.
win. Let's go to
1980.
Trump HQ in
Would have been the
West
first time he
Palm Beach,
voted.
Florida.
But
We
he
find
could have
Caitlin
probably
Collins. And
done.
Caitlin, CNN is now calling North Carolina for
He could have
Donald
probably
Trump.
done
This is the first
Reagan's second
of
election.
7 battleground
Yeah.
Like if he started
states that the
working in
campaign is
politics
watching
at like
with
22,
eagle eyes.
23.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Jake, remember when I told you a few hours ago that it was going to be seen as a gut check for the Trump campaign? Listen here, it's a bit of a delay, but your call is playing right now over the loudspeakers in the room, Jake. You can hear the party
So
here,
she was-
the partygoers gathered at the convention center here in West Palm Beach cheering as your call is coming on the
Oh
screen.
my
They
God.
have been glued to
So she
CNN
has to take
for the
Pennsylvania.
last several
Yeah,
Or Georgia.
Or Georgia.
John
Yeah,
King
one or the other.
going over each of these numbers.
Damn, so
But North Carolina
this is
is
crazy.
That's
really
yeah,
important
that's it has
for
to come down to
campaign
those
because they were wanting
actually.
it to get a gut check for how they believe
Because even
the
if
rest
Trump
of the
wins
evening
those
could
two,
go. And
oh
I can
no.
tell you that
So she would have to win one of the other.
If she has to win one of Nevada or Arizona and one of Pennsylvania, Georgia,
Or
one of the-
just Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, let's see. Yeah, I don't know.
watching those very important blue wall
Oops.
states
Oh, wait,
and to
that's
see
right.
what they look like. And so that is
Ye-
going
Or
to
just
Pennsylvania.
So her two options are Pennsylvania
And one of these two West Coast states. Oh, sorry, just Pennsylvania
or Georgia and one. I think.
and Georgia.
This does not look good for Harris.
There's still two paths to victory, but they're both very difficult. Although that's what he said is like they're still going to be counting ballots in Pennsylvania and they're still going to be counting ballots in Georgia well into the night and into tomorrow. Maybe we might have something.
Oh, some upset tomorrow morning.
Yeah, maybe we might come in tomorrow with Yeah, dude, 11 on the call. The Democrats had to pick up all 11.
Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Minnesota too close to call.
Oh, what was that here? Yeah.
Projected winner for Virginia. Yep.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
Uh, 10 more minutes and I'll dip.
Okay. I don't know if I was home or not, but I gotta let my dog out too.
Damn, bro. It's crazy. This like
Yeah, it's kind of not what I was expecting. I thought Harris was going to win by a slim margin, and to be fair, she still may win by a slim margin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that. This is what I was thinking. It was gonna be It was going to come this close.
Like, is there any slimmer a margin than than 270 and 268?
That's what I thought it was
Like,
going to be.
I mean, this could very well be it, or likewise. That she'd have to win this. This could be, that could be it.
Yeah.
273 to 265, or.
That's still 284 to. That's still pretty
that.
close. That's also close.
This is technically possible too, I suppose.
Yeah.
And like the most you can hope to get is all of these. 303. That was, I think Obama won one with 303. I think Obama beat McCain 303 to 235.
The second one.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was the second one, I believe.
20. What was that? 2008.
No, you're right. McCain was 2008.
Yeah, well, yeah, McClain was
Romney.
Yeah, it was Romney in 2012. I think one of Obama's wins was 303.
Oh, it was against Romney.
Yeah, so maybe it was Romney. I thought.
No, just go over.
Wait, was there like a?
And there's a button right there. 2012. Under Obama. No, go up where Obama's picture is.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
332. I think he kind of smashed them.
Oh, okay. Trump was 304 to Clinton's 227. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. 306. It's crazy that Biden, like the most unelectable man in the world, is doing better than Harris. It's crazy. That was close, dude. John Kerry. Bush almost lost to Kerry, man.
Yeah, that was pretty damn close.
And this was the last time a Republican won the popular vote. And it was close.
By 3 million.
Yeah.
What about go back again?
Yeah. Gore won the popular vote by 500,000.
Goddamn.
Yeah. It came down to Florida. Remember that? It was like double digits in
Did
Florida.
they have a
or whatever.
recount?
Yeah. That was the Florida recount, and it was like a lawsuit, but then...
John Kerry was such a bad fucking candidate.
Oh, wait, what did I just look at? Oh, I clicked the wrong way. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, John Kerry was a bad candidate, but it was still fucking close,
let's see
dude.
Clinton.
Yeah,
96 Clinton.
Gore. That was Gore. Hold on. Here's Clinton. Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, he smoked Bob Dole.
I've never seen those red states be blue. Arkansas?
Well,
Like,
he's from
Arkansas.
he was the
But
Arkansas
Missouri,
governor.
dude. West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's super surprising.
Go back. This was the one I think he did even better. Yeah.
Wow. Shit, man. Indiana's still red.
Yeah.
That's crazy how deep red they are.
Here's Bush Senior.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was Dukakis.
He took California?
Yeah, dude. That was one of the blowouts. That was Dukakis.
Dukakis, bro.
And then this was Walter Mondale. That was the one. Dude, that's embarrassing, man.
I know, that's absolutely embarrassing.
Well, I mean, fucking people loved Reagan, dude.
Yeah, but still. Like,
I mean, even his
shit.
first term. This was his first one. He smoked Jimmy
West
Carter.
Virginia.
Dude, people hated Jimmy Carter. I think Jimmy Carter's from... No,
he's
he
from,
didn't. I think that was the thing. Is he didn't even win his home state. He's from South Carolina. I forget where Georgia. Oh, was he from Georgia?
Something like that.
Maybe he did win his state.
But what he won West Virginia and Maryland. Like that's just so surprising.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
Yeah.
When was this? When was the flip?
I think. I mean, not soon. Not long before this.
If you go, oh my god. Oh my god.
That was George McGovern, dude. That was 72. This was like during Vietnam.
Yeah.
People like fucking hated hippies.
76?
Go back 76?
Yeah. Like if you notice here, like there's no like.
Yeah. Well, people like Jimmy Carter's for his first
it's
run.
not just
and
that.
he was a Southern boy, and like they liked him.
It's not just that. Like, well, Washington or California Republican, and there's obviously before this great like flip.
Yeah.
But like the fact that you have New York, Texas, Georgia, Mississippi, and fucking Massachusetts on the same side.
Yeah, I think this kind of goes to show you that back in the day, people just voted who they thought would be a better president, and it wasn't such a cult of personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Damn, this has got to be one of the most ones. Well, it is one of the most one-sided.
Oh,
yeah. Here's George Wallace, dude.
American Independence Party.
Yeah, but he's the governor of he was the governor of Mississippi, the KKK guy.
Oh yeah,
the guy who put like dogs and hoses on the Selma marches and everything.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, he was a pretty bad dude. And that was Hubert Humphrey. This was the 68. We talked about this with the Democratic Convention and Hubert Humphrey.
Yeah.
A bunch of anti-war candidates got shoved aside for Humphrey. And then like even Wallace splitting that vote, like that should have been a dim win if they didn't fuck over their own party. Yeah, this is Barry Goldwater. Here's another one side. He's from Arizona, Barry Goldwater.
And that's where he's from.
There's like Barry Goldwater Way and shit in Arizona. Yeah, that was a tight one. That was a close race.
That's so weird, like how it's like so split so differently.
Yeah, well, Nixon was really popular in California. He was like a California guy. Oops. Eisenhower, pretty one-sided. Yeah.
It's a Southern Belt.
Yeah, but this is a Democrat in the South. This is like these are the Dixiecrats. Yeah. And then here's Eisenhower for his first run. Again, Adlai Stevenson again. 52.
Ford and then Truman.
Yeah, but I mean, he was coming off. Eisenhower was coming off of like.
Was that go back? The Truman.
Like Eisenhower, he was coming off of World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah, Truman.
Is that the Henry Wallace the same?
No, that's George Wallace. This was I don't know who Henry Wallace is.
States Rights Democratic.
Strom Thurmond, dude. Yeah. He was a senator, I think. I don't know. I was actually talking to my students today. I don't know that much about American history. Yeah, and then here we go. The era of fucking Big D, the Big D Rose, where he just basically wiped the floor with everybody.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't like him in the Midwest too much. Not the Midwest, but oh my god, this
Dude.
made the lobster. The lobster fishermen.
Peddlers, yeah.
we're not big fans of FDR.
Yeah, and then Herbert Hoover. New England folks liked him. Herbert Hoover, he then cleaned up. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He cleaned up prior to that. Who was this? Coolidge? Oh, who won that? I don't know. Progressive Party. Yeah, like I said, I don't know too much about. Oh, William Harding, dude.
My God.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see where we're at here.
Hovde in Pennsylvania. This has been going back and forth.
Oh my God, they lost both senators in Pennsylvania.
Damn.
Dave McCormick currently leads incumbent Democratic Senator Bob Casey by about
I don't know if Dave
120,000
McCormick
votes.
is.
Still a very close race. This one also a very expensive one. 81% of the vote in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Now, a key race alert from the state of Michigan. This one has been close all night as well.
My God, bro, this is so bad.
Yeah. I mean, Democrats are just not popular right now. And also, people that would support Democrats are not excited to support Democrats because they're all fucking pro-Israel.
So let's take a look at the balance of power in the
And especially
US
like in a place like Michigan, you know.
What does this mean? Democrats hold 40 seats. Republicans, with those two pickups, hold 49, 11 seats remaining to be determined. Jake, obviously you need 51 for control of the chamber.
All right, Boris, thanks so much. And CNN can make a projection. CNN projects that Washington State...
Hey, let's go, Washington. Yeah.
Washington State with its 12 electoral votes to the Democrat, Vice President Kamala Harris. Let's look at the electoral map right
Big
now.
surprise
Donald
there.
Trump has 227 electoral votes. Kamala Harris has 165 electoral votes. 270 are needed to win. We are waiting for more votes in the big three blue wall battlegrounds of Pennsylvania and Michigan and Wisconsin that both campaigns are watching very closely right now. A total of 6 top
Look at all 6 of
remain
those.
undecided as we get
Trump
later
up.
into this election night. Stay right here.
Nevada's. Oh yeah, okay. Let's just start.
Yeah, it's like nobody called yet. Once they get into actual Nevada, the city or Las Vegas, that's going to be the Democratic stronghold there. All right, we want to call it there. Well, thanks everybody. If anybody's actually watching, appreciate you. That might have been a little boring. Hopefully you didn't panic too hard, but you know.
We won't really know until tomorrow.
My teacher,
Yeah,
Yogi
hold on,
Bhajan, said
mute
those
this.
who hold these teachings will rule the earth for 5,000 years.
Woo.
Unfortunately, it
It'd
was
be
mostly
chilly.
made up.
What did I... Oops. What the fuck am I doing? I'm spazzing, bro. There we go. Well, yeah, like we said, if you're actually watching this all the way to the end, thanks so much. Follow us on social. Give us a subscribe if you're just randomly lurking. I don't know. I'm not going to do the normal closeout because this has been
It's a live,
3 hour
no.
video. Yeah. Okay,
Fun.
stopping the stream. Bye. Thanks so much.